Good fucking morning. Stop it. I swear to God. There's something in my eye already. I quit. Good morning and welcome to the classiest place on earth. My name's ClassyKatie. Fuck. My computer literally decided to do an update. Right. You're like, oh my God, my shirt. Life is better with a tarantula. Good morning, Dark Druid. Oh, Polynerdic. You silly
Never forget
fuck.
to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, keeping the classy alive, and giving it anus swings for 30 months in a row. What the fuck? Thank you. What the fuck is up?
Satan!
Happy Thursday.
Hail Satan!
Hi, gay.
Hail Satan, motherfuckers.
Good time zone to you all. How are you doing? I'm so glad I don't have a headache right now. You don't even know. I had one last night. Sucked. Let's take our joy. I'm so, like, last night, Zach and I walked outside at, like, 10:30 p.m., and it just smelled like a campfire. Everywhere smells like a campfire. The world's on fire. Motherfuck. A picture? Is there a picture in the back? No, that's Vissy. I put Vissy up behind me. It was the only place I could put her where you could see her. It's so far away, but that's my girl, Vissy.
Response when you see children wearing masks as they play should be no different from your response to seeing someone beat a kid in Walmart.
Sorry.
That bitch, and when I mean bitch, I mean the most wonderful person in the world, ClassyKatie.
Hi, Safi. I love you. How you doing? What up, over 40? Repost. Please talk about my adorable puppies. What do you mean? Talk about them? They're adorable. Sorry, my hair's... Look at my... They're crazy today. They're crazy. Ooh, no New Worlds battles? Thank God. Oh.
In the bedroom or just hanging out. Yeah, we wouldn't.
Waiting?
You probably wouldn't. Hey.
Thank you for complimenting my makeup. It looks a little darker than I thought it would look, but whatever. Fuck it. I tried to do it like a sunset. Good afternoon, coffee. Cheers. How are you doing? You like my hair color? Thank you. I actually just made a hair appointment to completely change my hair. Like, something you've never seen before. So that should be fun. You guys gotta calm the fuck down. Seriously. Hey, hey, hey! Stop. Seriously. Okay. Can you sit? Sit. Good. Hey, Sit. Mm-hmm. Obedience. Good, pups. Good job. Thank you. Thank you for being cute. Thank you. I know. I know. Oh, anyways, sorry. Had to be mom mode for a minute. Hi, Emmy. How are you? Is it a surprise hair color? I mean, yeah, you have no... I mean, I don't think I've ever talked about it. I love their derp smiles. I know, Viata. My favorite thing in the entire world is when Lilith's tongue gets stuck out of her mouth and she's just like... She's so cute. I know, CJ, the new Ginger song's so fucking good. Mickey DK linked it to me this morning. Oh my God. If only I could fucking play it on stream. What a life. I just remembered what your makeup colors remind me of. It's like how my fingers looked after doing art with markers as a kid. Oh my God, kind of, yes. Yep. Uh-huh. Tatiana's just fucking amazing. The song is so good, and she's so beautiful, and fucking... Who can scream like that? Nobody. Nobody in the history of the world can sing like that woman. It was a privilege, not honor, to hear your siren song this morning. Now you know that you know what my mornings are like, Scott. Like, my mornings are just an hour of hawking up whatever has built up in my face overnight. from Fire Smoke or whatever the fuck. Oh, I love Ginger. I'm actually seeing Ginger in November. Like a bird. Do birds do that? Just like hawk up mucus all morning? Ew. You're gonna do pink? You think I'm gonna do pink? I'll let you think that. I do? Oh my god, Scott, I'm so excited. Thank you for moving all that fucking mulch this morning. You crazy. 7th, can't get here fast enough. I know, I'm so excited. If you guys haven't heard of the band Ginger, they're amazing. It's a female-led metal band, but she sings like an angel as well as screams like Satan, and it's just the most erotic thing ever. You must listen to her. Please. I saw them 4 times and met her 3 times. No shit. I mean, she's so tiny. What was it like? Like, I don't know if you're tall over 40, but like, I don't know what I would do because I don't think she's as tall as my nipples. Like, I'd want to hug her, but I'd be like, come hither, you little one. No problem, Scott. No worries. Seriously. You're 6'1". Was she super tiny? She looks super tiny to me. Thank you, Greg. I was feeling... I've just had a sinus headache for like 3 days now from the fire smoke shit outside. And this morning I was just sitting here and I was like, I really, really, really want to stream, but I can't put my headset on yet. So I just sat here for an hour and just like played with colors on my face. Oh, do you know who that sexy short-haired lady on Dan's new show is? Sexy short-haired lady on Dan's new show. I have no idea. Who is it? Interesting. Good fucking morning, Kill. How are you, love? The struggles of being a tall chick. The struggles of being tall. Like, you're just like, I don't care if my boobs are in your face, but you never know if someone's going to go off with that story about how that one streamer hugged them and their fucking boobs were in their face and the streamer seemed to not care. Like, I don't want to be that person. You know? It's you, bitch. I don't know what you're talking about, Greg. What? What new show? What? No. She's listed at 5'8". I don't think she's 5'8". I've seen her, like, music videos of her standing next to people, and she's always the shortest person in the room. Yeah. Do people complain about boobs in their face? You never know. Some people just don't like to be touched, and I completely respect that. I'm not here to, like, ruin lives, you know? I'm really low on weed, so I'm gonna grind it up and smoke it, because I feel like shit. I love taller women, and you're tall and awesome. Thank you. I love taller women as well. I've always felt that we're a special species for some reason. I don't know why. I remember when I was younger, I worked at a Taco Time in high school, and there was this one couple that would come in every once. I think I saw them maybe 5 times ever in like 3 years, but they were really tall. Like the dude was like maybe 6'5", and the girl was at least 6'1". And I remember they would come into Faux. What is this?
Fohammer_419 tipped $5. CK, thanks for supporting me and following my dreams, especially in my dream of becoming a turd miner. Grandpa used to be a turd miner and told stories of how when they would find a turd vein, the miners would all get drunk and play a game of grab ass no homo.
Faux, I love you, man. I'm lucky my wife's 6 foot tall. No shit. Oh my god, will you high five her for me? Fuck, tall women, man, we struggle. It is a lifelong struggle. Let me tell you. My friend's mom jumped on me in a pool and nearly drowned me with her very large breasts. That was an experience trying to claw to the surface without accidentally groping her. Oh my god, a really similar thing happened to me when I was a kid, Pulsar. When I was really...
Blood orgy! Yay! Blood orgy! Blood orgy! Yay!
Veggie, power up! What the fuck? Veggie, you silly bitch. Welcome, Veggie and friends. My name's ClassyKatie. I just went live and I'm trying to grind up some weed. Good fucking morning and thank you for the host raid, whatever the fuck just happened. Thank you. Good morning, my love. How are you? I would love a boob hug, but I don't think there's a human being on earth that could hug me and like be well, maybe men, maybe a boy. I don't know if there's a girl that tall. Pants, they're supposed to be pants but look like capris. I'm not even shitting you. I was bullied so heavily when I was younger for my pants because they were all fucking high waters. So bullied. And I don't know why kids would bully me over my pants, but like nothing fit. A moob hug, exactly. My dogs, they're so crazy today. Are you watching this? The tallest woman you knew was 6'5". I don't think I'd even be in those boobs. Hi, Spring Fart. I know. Well, here's the thing. So I have tickets to see Ginger and to see High Lung this November. But because so many people are refusing to get vaccinated and COVID's on the rise, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go again. I don't know. Like, my High Lung tickets are from 2 years ago. They just keep postponing it because of COVID, obviously. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm vaccinated, but I still don't want to go out spreading, viruses and shit. Oh, High Lung's amazing, Spring Fart. If you ever get a chance, seriously, one of the most incredible, life experiences I've ever had in my ever. Mickey, how are you, my love? Monkey Jesus. Rammstein concert is now in 2022, and it was for 2020, because that's exactly what High Lung, yep. Not going anywhere with the Delta variant, right? That's like... Flame Girl, I'm packing a bowl right now. I'm with you. Give me 2 seconds. My dogs are... You know what it is? I think they're beansy because Scott was here this morning. They saw Scott outside, and they just got so excited. So now they're like, people! Oh my god! We have a tour October, November, but I'm not sure if I'm going to feel comfortable selling merch to unvaccinated people in a closed venue. Well, you know what I heard, like, with PAX West? I told you guys that I got invited to go. I got free media passes. And they're requiring proof of vaccination at the door. Or a COVID test, a negative COVID test. Which I didn't think would happen. But I'm kind of thrilled. You missed me comment. Cloud Girl, I miss a lot of comments, and I super apologize for missing anyone's comments, but while I pack a marijuana bowl, I don't read chat. Unfortunately, I can't multitask that well. Ooh, I used to bounce at a bar where Cindy, the bartender, was 6'8". I think I might be able to put my face in her boobs. Yeah, nobody should get sick because they want to go to PAX and enjoy video games. I agree. And the scary thing is, like, I normally get sick from PAX every year no matter what, just because it's gross and people have a cold and they touch shit, And that's how responsible people act. People didn't want to wear masks, so now we have a vaccine. Now they don't want to get the fucking vaccine, so that is the point I'm making. Maybe we should just put all those people on their own little line and send them away. Dude, I have such a hard time feeling bad for people at this point. If you're a healthy person who has access to a vaccine, but you're just saying no, I have a really hard time feeling bad. CK in the quest for the boob hug. I'm gonna get it, Fax, one day. Did you know that your eyes are like red to orange? What? What's wrong with my eyes? Fuck. I've had a crap morning, so smoke some for me. I was just publicly slut-shamed by a streamer? What? You were slut-shamed? Fuck that. I don't have my book near me, but we are proud sluts.
Today?
Fuck
Never
that.
forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Fuck. Did I take my joy? I think I did, right? I think I did. That's disgusting. I'm so sorry that happened to you. No one has any right to ever have an opinion on your sexual life, ever. Period. End of story. Unless you're out there, like, purposely spreading venereal diseases or something. Like, be safe, slut it up, tell people to go fuck themselves. They're just jealous they're not getting any. Oh my god, Viata, please. Please, piada. As of 2001, what? Fuck the right spring fart.
It's almost a year, what? Thank you, my love.
DJ, I'm just about to hit a beautiful bowl of marijuana if you would like to join me. Shall we cheers? We shall. Cheers, everybody. That was a big hit. I'm gonna sweat. I can feel it already. It's gonna happen. Give me a minute. Oh my god, East Tick, I did cut my shirt up. Thank you. Excellent. I'm better now. Woo! Ooh, cheers, Cloud Girl. Cheers to you and your slut. I mean, even if you're not a slut, like, fuck off. People are gross. I hate people that... I don't hate people, but I despise the notion that humans feel like they have a right to comment on anything in your life, ever. Without provocation. It is... Oh my god, let me show you my Yoshi egg, yeah. So, it is... It's like a not licensed Yoshi egg, obviously. It's from Hemper, so I'm affiliated with Hemper.com, which is just like a weed shop. And it is a non-licensed Yoshi egg, and the bubbler in the bottom is a little mushroom. It's so cute, and it even has a star on it, but it has the H for Hemper. Isn't that cool? You can actually... So this one is the XL version. You can get a smaller version that's identical. It's just like a small bubbler instead. The blue flimsy bong? What the fuck's a blue flimsy bong? I haven't dated in over 2 years, but I get that doesn't matter because some peeps just love drama. Some peeps just want to hurt your feelings. Best thing you can do is smile in their face and show them that they can't touch you. It's not a Yoshi TM egg. Exactly. That's what's wrong with basically everything. Other people are in everyone's business because they can't balls up to deal with their own issues. Like... some horribly repressed homosexual man who is married with kids is going to go out there and fight the gay agenda because he wants to get his butt fucked, but he's so fucking, like, crushed by society and his family and whoever put those impositions on him. I feel bad, but that's why they go out there to hurt other people, because on the inside they're hurting immensely. Unless you're Trump, in which case you don't feel things, you're just evil sack of nasty. Hemper is a private company. Yep, they're out of Texas. They're pretty cool. You can get like bongs, bubblers, any kind of weed, whatever you want there. But they also have like a subscription box you can get if you want to. They can cancel anytime. Once you are secure in your sexuality and life, what others do in the bedroom becomes so utterly uninteresting. Fucking men. Amen. It's statistically true, but it's true. Like penis. Exactly. I don't know what a flimsy blue bong is. I don't want a flimsy fucking bong. I break enough bongs on my own without them being flimsy. Fuck that. That's enough clapping back. Oh, I just hit my chin. Karma's a bitch. Ow. Why am I like this? Ugh. Yeah. My stepdad, you guys know, he's like the wonderful redneck man who created me. Not physically, but like mentally. And he used to be, I had still to this day. When I was younger, I had a psychotic penis obsession. I would draw dicks on everything. Talk about dicks, yell penis in public, all these things. And my dad, when I was a kid, like young, like middle school-ish, he'd be like, as soon as she gets some dick, she'll stop talking about it. And I was like, what? Ew, did my dad just talk about me getting dick? He was wrong, but like, I appreciate his effort. Sorry, not sorry, but you have a background of Ukrainian screaming today. What? Ukrainian screaming? Like, ah! Like terror screaming? What kind of screaming are we talking about? I do, Rod. Oh, it's Tatiana. Okay, we're cool then. We're not. I wasn't sure if you were just like listening to like distressed screaming or not. Like I don't judge. That penguin, how are you, love? Primal therapy, exactly. Oh my god, speaking of, have you guys seen that new show on Netflix called The Cabin with, I never remember his name, but it's the guy that does The Machine. I am the machine. It's pretty good. Yeah, I was literally just opening Stream Raiders. Get out of my head. Literally doing it right now. Bert, yes. Bert Kreischinger, is that how you say it? Kreischer or Kreischer? I don't know. Pretty fucking funny show. I wasn't a huge fan that he had Caitlyn Jenner on there, as I think she's a horrible human being. But the show's pretty funny. I would love to see him live. I want to see him tell the fucking machine live. I would die. I've always wanted to do a rage room. I want a rage house. Like a house that looks like my mom's or my nana's. Like little figurines everywhere, little glass things that I could just take a baseball bat to. I would die. Koto, I cut my finger. I'm an idiot. So I have a really nice knife somewhere. It's not here, thank God. I have a really nice knife I bought myself like a year ago as a reward for cutting a bunch of boxes up. And I was cutting up some boxes yesterday, and I fucking grabbed the knife by the blade. I just picked it up, and that was enough, and it sliced straight through my finger. Sharp little knife. Ooh, I watched the Fungi movie last night, and it was really good. Mickey, I was going to tell you about it. It's really good. Does he really big video? That makes me so happy. SOS. Half a year? What the fuck?
Here's to 20 more half years, yeah? Thanks for the resub, and I love you.
I do live in Hawaii. Went to get a job at a head shop yesterday. Guy was on the phone, so I waited for him to finish. When he got off, I asked about the job offer, and the guy on the phone was just hired. Oh, that's heartbreaking timing. But there's a million head shops out there, Militia. I got the one Katie's got come in the Firefly too. You have it? Or did you order it? Did you order it? Because mine comes tomorrow. Oh my god, are we going to get to try it at the same time? I would pee. That'd be so cool. I'm excited to try mine. And the cool thing is, if I like it, they did give me a code to give you guys. So I'm not going to like push the product if it sucks, but you know. Hello, Bipolar Bear. How are you? Oh, a vacation day? Fuck yes. Mental health day? Are you staying home? Do you need help with that cut? My finger. 8-legged kitties are actually doing really good. I have a ton of new enclosures that I need to rehouse them into, but I just haven't done it yet. But I got a bunch of cool new enclosures. I'm really excited. It comes tomorrow too. Shut up. What colors you get? Me too. I just wanted a dry herb vape, so I'm not like constantly dependent on a bong or a lighter or something like that. I've always wanted one. I had one that Scott gave me, but I used it too much and killed it. I went to one a few years ago, and there are windows so the employees and your friends can watch you Hulk out. I legitimately scared a few people. One staff member said, I've seen a lot of people use this room, but I've never seen someone so angry and also be happy and excited about being angry. Silverheart, we should do one of those together. We might cause an atom bomb or something. It's called the Firefly 2. You have the Puffco? I haven't even heard of that one, Vissy. I got the jet black too because I wanted the blue and it was sold out. But did you see that you can buy just separate plates to go on top? So I bought the blue plate to trade it out. I did the same thing. Oh yeah, they're my 8-legged puppies. I actually, on the outside of my house, I drew in chalk, beware the 8-legged puppies. I have Tropicana cookies in my dryer. Ooh, Tropicana cookies? Yum. I ground up, what did I grind up today? I set down the thing. The last time I weed is called Milky Way, and it's Z Skittles and gelato mixed. It's for concentrates. I think mine's for just herb. Oh, the little yes, I know I don't want to call it a volcano because it's not a volcano, but it looks like a volcano, the thing you got, Vissy. I use Divine Tribe atomizers. I love them, and the dry herb vape works on a mod battery, and so does the Crucible for dabs. I don't know what a mod battery is, but that sounds great. Little black dress. I did the same because the blue was sold out, but I really wanted the blue. I've heard that the temp of the vape affects the anxiety effects of weed. It does, absolutely. The coolest thing facts, so the Firefly 2, obviously I'm getting it tomorrow, so I can't tell you if it's amazing yet, but you can actually dial in what the potency of your weed is, and then it will tell you exactly what dose you're smoking. Like, it'll tell you how much you've smoked. So I'm kind of interested to see, like, what do I smoke? Could be fun. The dog licked me and I'm wet. I think the Firefly does that. Well, I got the Firefly 2 Plus. I don't know if that means anything. That Cloud Girl, I'm just really OCD. I learn about anything I'm into. I get on a tunnel. I get like tunnel vision with stuff I'm interested in, like spiders or something. And I just become like, "Meh." You're fasting? Why? Ooh. Doe. Hi, Bina. How are you, love? What a time to be alive, right? The Boundless CFX. I haven't heard of that one either. The top 3 that I saw were either the Firefly, the Pax, or it was like a Da Vinci or something. What does Katie smoke? Everything. Except crack. I stay away from that kind of shit. Oh, colonoscopy. You know what? Getting a colonoscopy and fasting is much better than anal cancer, let me tell you. Whoa. Ike, you'll be very slow while you do it, and very careful. Pro-vaccine tip. The people given the jabs don't tend to like when you call them squirt daddy. Stop it. It may be fun to scream, put your health juice in me, squirt daddy, but they will make you leave the building. I told the girl to stab me with her nanobots, and she laughed and still did it. And I think I made a joke about 5G afterwards, too. I don't even care. I joke all the time. Last time I got high at a BPM of 120. Ooh, yeah. Some people's heart rate will go up. I have a chronically low heart rate. My resting heart rate's like 45, 50 maybe. So even if it jacked up my heart rate, it's probably putting it at a normal level, which is great. Someone's got nano machines. Beep, boop, beep, beep, beep. My 5G didn't get any better. That's all I'm saying. I have a friend that works for Nokia, and I always ask him how the Delta G5 booster is coming on. Yep. I like to ask if people like to keep their car keys on their neck now. That's my favorite. None of my stabber... 45, damn, you dead. Me? Right now? I feel dead. On the inside. None of the stabbers seemed like they would have had good humor with me screaming, stick me in the ooh-ooh. Really? Aw, dude, mine were pretty nice. Mine were all, like, young people. Well, we went to, like, a sporting goods parking lot. So, it was pretty chill. Vissy, I love that you're, like, doing custom orders in my chat with the community. It's so hot to me. I think that's a fit person's HR. Marathon runners do have really, really low heart rates. My family has them. Chronic. All the women in my family, just like, don't apologize. No, I think it's awesome. Everybody buy shit from my friend Vissy. She's an amazing artist. No. I had this poll thing. I had a poll question thing a few days ago. What is it? Stick me in my ooh-woo. My town's full of crazies, so if it ever comes up in public, I tell them the vaccine gave me a radiation field that slowly makes you gay. I either find new friends or the offended person runs away. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, God. My grandparents want to come see me, and I've just asked them if they've been vaccinated, because no doubt will they want to go out or eat or something, and they say they aren't. Reese. Isn't that suck that you have to tell your grandparents to stay the fuck away from you? That is heartbreaking. If there was a whole con in Sarnia, Ontario, how many peeps would make it out in like September or late August of this year? Not me. Ew. Nobody's safe. There are humans on almost every inch of the earth, and that makes it not safe. If there's a human there, I don't trust them anymore. They have to prove me different. Like, I have to be proven different and see COVID rates not skyrocketing again. You know? I have to be proven that people will wash their goddamn hands. I want to have a whole con someday. Like, that would be amazing. But can you imagine if Holes got COVID at a party I threw? Kill me. Out of control. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. My name is ClassyKatie. It's fucktabulous to meet you. Take my breath away. The show. Show my fucked up family today. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. I invite you and your family to take your pants off, place your hand behind your genitals. And look at this sick mug I have. Hi, Synaptic. How are you? Is that? It is. It does. It's a permanent hot coffee cup. It's amazing. Not nagging, but did you get... Oh my god, I did. I have Stream Readers up. I'm not... Look. Oh, wrong one. It's just sitting there. Yep. No, you're not nagging. I'm that... Ooh. It's me. It's fine. Let's go down. It's better. It's just fucking sitting there. I know, Rod. We were literally just talking about that. Who the hell's on my mug? Some dude. I don't know. Somebody. I love you so fucking much. I'm a space cadet. I never am bothered by you guys reminding me to do something you already asked me, and I said I would do it, and then just completely didn't do. That's on me. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, Cloud Girl, you're the best. I do have to say, our chat is like the best chat. There are a few out there that come close, but I might be biased. ADHD brain is strong today. It's because I had a headache, so I took, well, it's not because, but I'm sure it's adding to it. I took some Excedrin, and Excedrin gives like an instant, very strong dose of caffeine to your head, so I'm sure my brain's like, you want to learn about drowning today? We totally can, yeah. Yes. Hat air, hot air. How you doing, Flawless? When you try to do your job and you do it for 2 weeks and the other ones are on vacation, and then you get that wow moment and realize this problem, what I just corrected, was normal for them. Southern Belle it is. That is Zach. It was a gift. David Ray Campbell Jr. No, but fun story. I am named after a little girl and her mother who were slaughtered by a man named Campbell. Zhu, aren't you just... Yeah, I know. They even got it left-handed for me. Been a rough few weeks. Me too, man. I feel you. There was actually a Taco Bell that almost got shut down for COVID violations. I heard that Biden is going to make it so it's a requirement. If you're a government employee, you must be vaccinated. So that'll be cool. Interesting to see where that fucking chaos will go. Just don't ask CK about coconuts? Do you guys want to talk about coconuts? Government job openings. That's what I'm talking about, motherfuckers. There are going to be so many bitches quitting instead of getting a vaccination. I agree, Reese. 100%. I would like to learn a thing. Perfect. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. But we have to take a break in like 10 minutes. So I'll wait until after our break. But then I promised a couple days ago that I would teach you guys all about the various forms of drowning. If you're new to my channel or you haven't been here before, I'm a licensed registered respiratory therapist, and death is my fucking field of study, I guess. My job's talking about it with HR because before it was not mandatory. I'm just glad you have yours, man. But it sucks because even though we have our shots, like, I know you guys probably think about this too, like, we can spread it still. We can spread shit like wildfire. Even scarier because we won't get sick. And even if you get sick from it, you might not get it as sick, so you might not know. And it's like scary shit. I don't want to kill people. Oh my god, Koto, that's fucking precious. Right, Pulsar? Mm-hmm. The only thing that sucks about being a federal employee is I think a lot of them drug test, which fucking sucks. But if you're not into pot, having a government job is really nice. They do take care of you, and I think they still do pensions. You're not weird, Pyro. I went to school for 9 years to study how to kill people and or keep them alive. Who's weirder? I drew a cute little Jason last night. My lungs sound like crap. David. David, no. What? Did you just... Did you just fucking dox yourself? Bro, what? They kind of take care of you, right? A little bit. They only do when they first hire you, at least when I work. I think some government jobs obviously are better than others. Oh my god, Bina, shut the fuck up. Someone reported a coworker for random drug screening just because he had a lot of tattoos. I get that all the time. Tattoos and blue hair means I'm on crack or something? I don't get it. The cool thing about the hospital, being a respiratory therapist, is that being a respiratory therapist, I don't administer anything that's a narcotic. The only drug that I can administer that's an actual narcotic is aerosolized fentanyl, and I actually have to ask a nurse to get it out of the Pyxis system for me. So I can't, even if I stole drugs, I can't steal anything they care about, so I never got drug tested, ever. 8 years working in hospitals. Never, no, 9. Nothing. Blue hair on crack sounds like a product line. Oh my god, it sounds like a band name. I had a tiny stroke and spent 5 days in the hospital. Oh my god. It was my fault. No, it's shush. Because I forgot to take my meds, but I'm better now. Oh my god, I'm so glad you're better. Please remember your joy. Please remember your joy. Thank you, Nemuous. I appreciate you. It's the tattoo, short hair, and blue highlights that screamed. Seriously, like, when I went to Wyoming and Montana, I felt like I was a circus freak with the amount of people that stared at me. It was not a fun experience. I'm writing shit down to organize my brain for the drowning lesson. Thank you, Cloud Girl. I like my hair too, and I'm actually about to dye it. I'm gonna get it trimmed up and dye it something I've never done before. Does your haircut have a name? I want to get mine cut like yours, sick of long hair, and I can't go in and say, can you cut my hair like Katie? You are very much allowed to steal any pictures off of my Twitter or something if you would like to take my hair as an example. But what my hair is a tuckable pixie cut. Seriously is what it's called. Because a pixie cut, they'll do like, the hair up here will be really short, you know? But mine is long enough to tuck, so it's a tuckable pixie cut, is what the name is. But you're welcome to steal any pictures of me to go get your haircut. I'm honored. It feels so good to have short hair. Holy shit. Dude, Flawless, I forget my joy sometimes. I get it. No, it's very cool. I like my haircut now that I can tuck it like this. It's not a Karen. I don't have like this spike in the back. It's not a Karen. Fuck yourself. It's a tuckable pixie cut. The Karen gets shorter as you go back, and then it's like spikes up and shit. Made every kind of drug mix and never really got drug tested. No shit. I mean, you probably had good counts then. Short hair and tats are my aesthetic. Me too. Weird. Thank you, Polynerdic. I like my haircut. I like the color, honestly. I'm just changing it up for funsies. The Karen, it's the John and Kate +8 haircut. Do you remember that chick? Thanks, Kill. At least I'm not a Karen. Like, maybe we could just take the Karen name back or something. I don't know. I'm organizing my brain. Thanks, guys. At least I'm not a Karen, right? I could be a Karen. That bitch used to shop at the store you worked at? Nuh-uh. Really? Ew. The irony is her hair hasn't looked like that in years. Nope, but she was such a strong personality. Woof. Woof. V's haircut from League of Legends? I've never seen it. I don't know who that is. I've never played League of Legends. One of your favorite anime? Dude, I know people named Karen. I feel bad for anyone named Karen right now. Like, they got fucked. Yes, I do mean twat, or twat, as the Brits say, but yes, strong personality. Blah. Alright, that drowning, that drowning, that drowning, that drowning, and that drowning.
Hail Satan!
I know a lot about drownings. Hi, purple color wheel. I'm wearing purple today. It looks kind of blue, though. My lights are a little... I don't know. The color balance is off, but it's purple. Didn't they get arrested because one of their toddlers tested positive for cocaine? I don't know, man. I never watched the show, honestly. I didn't have TV when it was on, for one thing. I literally only knew her from seeing the covers of tabloids waiting in line to buy groceries. LCT! What up, legume? How you doing, honey bean? How did Karen get to be the name? I don't know, honestly. I have no idea. Where did that come from? That's a good question. I have no clue. Oh, Cloud Girl, I'm so sorry. Logitech does not like purple. Purple or blue. They have a really hard time with purple and blue. I remember when I first dyed my hair blue, it would either like green screen out or it would look like gray. By Pickle, Pulsar, no. She's fun to play as because punching people and hearing the sound, an enemy has been slain. That's great. Oh, Kill, I love you for using that emo, man. When I made that, I remember I showed it to LZT like fucking ages ago, and he was like, that's horrific, and I saved it for like 6 months before I put it in. Alright, so we've got this drowning, this drowning, this drowning, this drowning, this drowning. Okay. I believe the simplest way we can educate each other is the 5 ways of possible ways to drown. Drowning is a type of suffocation, if you didn't know. It's not a thing you do. But we'll go over it in a minute. I don't think I have a program to like get my fucking iPad on the screen, so I might have to do some MS Paint skills with you guys again. Hi Brandon, how are you? Reese is our pickle. She's our resident pickle. Some of your emotes aren't showing up for you? Is it Pyro, do you have Franker Face or Better Twitch TV? It might be those ones. So if you get Better Twitch TV, I actually paid Better Twitch TV so I can give you guys like a bunch of free emotes in my channel. So if I, like retire an emote that not very many people use and I want to put a new emote in, I usually dump it down into Better Twitch TV. Which is like, it's like a browser add-on, and it just gives you this huge library of a bunch of extra emotes. It's pretty cool. And most of them are animated. Oh, you're on mobile? I don't know if there's any way to get them to work on mobile. I know it sucks. Boo. Cuteness. Hi, love. How are you? Yo, guys, I'm retiring an emote. Yeah, I'm not going to quit Twitch because the only other option for me right now is the hospital, and no thank you. Karen's from Dane Cook? No shit. Wow. Dane Cook was funny like 20 years ago. Oh, Pyro, no definitely. I don't mind helping. In 2005, Cook wrote and performed a comedy bit about Karen being the friend that no one in the friend group actually likes. That's beautiful. I might have to look that up. All right, let's take our first break of the day. I will shiza my puppos. And then when we get back, I'm going to teach you how you can drown and the best ways to drown. Yeah? Sounds so much worse than it is. No one's excited about things like this. Welcome back. Would you like to learn how to drown? Yes, this might be kind of a morbid subject. Feel free to bitch out. I get it. It's cool. But I promised I would teach. And I ain't a bitch. So let's open MS Paint. Because I don't think I have a program to get my iPad on the computer yet. My bad. But Brandon Urie, what? I love Brandon Urie, excuse me. Good morning, Mark. I love Brandon Urie. He's got a voice of an angel. Thank you. Dude, I had a really bad headache this morning. I woke up with my sinuses just killing me from the fire smoke. So I just sat here and just started smearing color on my face. I was like, well, if I don't stream, I look like an alien. If I do stream, I look like an alien. Fuck it. Thank you. Once the world floods? Yeah. All right, Pyro, are you? Yep, Pyro's here. All right. I got my good old MS Paint. Good old MS Paint. Always there for us. All right. So, I narrowed it down to 5 different ways of drowning. 5 ways to drown. Boo! Ooh, alien or not, you look great. You see the health and safety. Hey, the last thing I heard was that for PAX West, they were gonna make it so everybody has to like show proof of a vaccination or something, right? Oh my god, 11 months. What the fuck, little Mama Silva? How? Thank you for that resub, you silly bitch. I appreciate you. Hi, Kelty. How are you? The classiest of aliens. I could be a classy alien. It's such a positive topic. It's actually really interesting though. So we're gonna go with the first one. Numero uno. This is gonna be near drowning. And then the second one's gonna be dry drowning. I know. What's that? And then there's freshwater drowning. Side note, my last iPhone got murdered by a patient of mine that fell off a bridge, drunk, drowned, and died and puked it all over my phone. Motherfucker. Then we have saltwater drowning. Don't be salty. And secondary. Sick. Hi, Robo. How are you? Thank you. Lilith lost something under the couch. They always do, dude. There's so many bones under that couch. It looks like I murdered someone. Oh my god, hi, Jay Hayden. I don't know. I could swear my normal handwriting doesn't even look that good because I'm going so slow. If you saw the handwriting on my iPad, it is not that good. It's because I'm going so slow.
Dude, for real though. Hail some Satan, motherfuckers.
Just because? Thank you. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so near drowning. This is probably the easiest one to explain. This one's like, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys can guess this. Basically, it means that. Well, wait. Let's start with this. So, to drown. Let's define drowning first. That's probably a good one, right? Why can't I just have a new whatever? Whatever, it's fine. I'll just make it bigger because it's paint. Nobody cares. So, to drown. Let's define it first. That's better. I'm a Y person, so I always go into way too much detail. Sorry about that. So, to drown, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 stages of drowning. This is what I was writing down, so I had these organized in my head, which of course didn't work. So, the first stage of drowning is surprise. I'm not even kidding you, it's surprise. So, you're surprised because you have officially, your body has recognized danger. So, you're underwater, you're out of breath, and for some reason you've realized you can't reach air. So, your body actually starts to go into a sort of panic mode, which is not efficient. You start going into like fight or flight mode, which you're not thinking clearly. You could swim down instead of up. It's not exactly the best place to be. And panicking and freaking out makes you use oxygen faster. So you're going to die faster. Second, after fear and everything, your body actually goes unconscious as a way of protecting itself from you, because you're an idiot and you're going to freak out and waste all the precious whatever your body has. So your body will actually knock you out as a way to try to protect you, see if you'll float to the top or something. If this doesn't work, the next thing that happens is quite literally hypoxic convulsions, which is at its base brain death. So your brain can go about 2 minutes without oxygen before it starts to die. Literally, it just starts to die. If you didn't know, in the medical world, death is when your heart stops. That is medical death. It is not brain death. It's just medical death. So if your brain dies, we still consider you alive. We have to get permission from someone to take your ventilator off, because your heart has its own brain, essentially. We can go over that too if you want to know about it later. But your heart has its own little electrical circuitry that can make it go all by itself. It doesn't even need your brain to tell it to do these things. So I can keep you on a ventilator and your brain can be like a piece of garbage forever. It's very scary. So this happens to a lot of homeless people. We find frozen in the wintertime and stuff. It's really sad. So once you go unconscious, you start getting hypoxia to your head, which is brain death, which is not death. It's brain death. And then once that like 3 minute, 4 minute mark starts hitting, that's when your heart goes no more. Your heart dies. Heart stop. This is called clinical death. Yes, I heard that we have a battle. We'll do that real quick. I am rating pretty good with the fucking cursor, though. It's okay. So that's clinical death. Does that make sense? You're very welcome to ask questions at any point. I can stop. I'll do the battle right now. Battle, where are you? You're so tiny. That's what she said. Boom. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Get it. To drown or not to drown. I don't want to drown. That is not the way I want to go. We'll go over that later. Why? You don't want to do it. My aunt's always scared shitless of like dry drowning after you've been in the pool or some shit with her grandkids. I'm going to go over that. Well, you don't just dry drown from swimming. Is suffocation the same as drowning? Not at all. And I'll go over that with you. I'm going to explain like what drowning actually is. 5 ways to drown the quickest? No, it's actually different ways for you to die from the act of water. I'll go over it. We're going to go like way more into detail. I don't want to go like it's like I dance in my head with like how specific to get, because it just gets into jargon. I don't want to come off as a pretentious cunt. It's fucking stupid. Oh, is this that really hard one we did last time? Oh no. Well, we're in a battle now. Okay, so drowning. So what happens when you drown is you've got your little body here, and you take in some sort of water into your mouth, and it goes to your lungs and not anywhere else. So your epiglottis did not stop the water from going to your lungs. Your epiglottis is that flap that closes when you swallow. So like you swallow, makes it so things don't go into your lungs, goes down your throat. Like try to inhale through your nose, but close it. Like, you know how you can like close your nose off? That's your epiglottis. So if water gets past the epiglottis into your, these are supposed to be lungs, please excuse me if they look like crap, but into your lungs, what happens is, we talked about this the other day. If you guys remember, I talked about lungs and their permeability when we were talking about, I don't even remember, what was I teaching you guys the other day about lungs? I think we were just talking about like what vaping does or something. Good morning, Eliza. So your lungs are permeable to oxygen, carbon dioxide, obviously, because that's what we're exchanging between the blood and your breath. And it is also permeable to water. I taught you guys the other day that your lungs and breathing is actually the number one way that you get rid of moisture that you've taken in. It's not peeing. I know that's crazy. It's not. Breathing is where you get rid of the vast majority of water that you take in. And so a lot of people that have shitty hearts that don't pump as hard as they should have, they get residual water in their lungs. So you hear a lot of older people, they have like just that persistent wet cough, but nothing comes up. They can't cough it up. It's just that. You know what I mean? So what happens is water gets past the epiglottis and it's now in your lungs. This is all water now, filling it up. All your bronchial tubes are plugged with water, so obviously no oxygen's getting through, right? So what happens is when you have an abundance of water in, it will permeate into the bloodstream and vastly fuck up your pH levels. So a normal human being, our pH levels are between 7.35 and 7.45. Anywhere in there, that's great. You're good to go. Below 7.35 means you're becoming very acidic for some reason. Above 7.45 means you're becoming very alkaline for some reason. And my job as a respiratory therapist is to figure out why the fuck. And then I overbreathe you, underbreathe you. I do all sorts of weird breathing shit to you, and I try to breathe it out of you. Fix your pH. So, what happens is that the oversaturation of water makes your bloodstream so fucking diluted that oxygen isn't being delivered as it should. So, near drowning is where someone saves you before you have inhaled enough water for it to fuck up the pH of your blood system. So they get you out, they do mouth to mouth, whatever, they get the water out of your lungs, and you don't die. Your pH might have gotten fucked up, but not so fucked up that your body couldn't correct it itself. When your pH of your blood gets fucked up either way, your body will try to adjust it naturally. It will start to hyperventilate, or you'll start to hypoventilate. So you'll see a lot of people with COPD or smokers, they'll take a deep breath and go, and they literally, it's called pursed lip breathing. They'll exhale for like 5 minutes with that. And they don't even know they're doing it. They're doing it naturally because the longer they hold the air in their lungs, it's giving their body a longer period of time to exchange oxygen and CO2. So people with COPD will be oftentimes their pH is really fucked up because they breathe funny, trying to get rid of all that CO2 because they've still got the same, your grandma did it, so did mine. My grandpa did it. You've still got the same volume in your lungs, but you don't have the amount of surface area anymore because of whatever's happened to your lungs, tar, abuse, whatever. So your body will naturally try to take care of it. So near drowning means they saved you before this pH got totally fucked up. They got the water out, you're good. Your body was able to readjust it. We've talked about homeostasis before. You've got this homeostasis of you, and your pH could be anywhere in here. And even if that near drowning shoved your pH out here, your body can probably still hyperventilate, hypoventilate, pee yourself stupid, like do something to fix that and bring your pH back into your happy place, which is 7.35 to 7.45. If you do not, we're going to go over fresh. I didn't put them in the right order and I apologize. So that was near drowning. If you do not get the person out before there's enough water that's permeated the lung membranes, then you can get them out of the water, resuscitate them, they'll blink and spit up a bunch of water like they're okay, and they could die 2 to 4 minutes later usually. Usually it's within 30 seconds, But the ones that really scare people, they'll think they're fine, and 2 to 4 minutes later, they just have a heart attack. At any age. And that's with fresh water. Very specifically, fresh water. Yep. Cool. Dry drowning is where your epiglottis did kick in. So this happens to a lot of people that, like, babies, for instance, have this really crazy instinct where if you plunge them into water, they immediately stop breathing. And they will not inhale water. No matter what, they will suffocate before they inhale the water, and that is dry drowning. Literally, you died underwater, but it wasn't the water. Your body was trained to protect you, and it shut your epiglottis. So what happens is, if it shuts down your epiglottis and everything, that means your belly is filling up with water instead of your lungs, but you suffocate anyways because you're underwater. It's really sad. There's a lot of dry drownings. A lot. Because it's an instinct. It happens to a lot of kids. Kids fall into deep water and shit like that. So dry drowning is pretty scary. But it's basically your brain trying to save you. But for some reason, you couldn't get to air fast enough. You've seen those videos, right? Dude, there's videos of moms, they'll take their babies and plunge them into water. They're obviously like, it's a class, like a swimming class. And all these fat little babies are just floating around in the water with their eyes open, and they will never breathe. They'll suffocate first. It's just like it's like an animal brain thing we have. So, we did near drowning. We saved them. pH didn't get fucked up. Fresh, pH got enough fucked up. I have the number. I looked up the number of the pH fuck up because I couldn't remember exactly how much it fucks it up. It fucks it up. Blah, blah. Oh, it doesn't tell me the exact numbers. Well, it fucks up your pH enough you can't correct it. So what happens when your pH is fucked up is if your body can't correct it, it will kill you in an attempt to correct it. So if your body is becoming oversaturated with water, what your body will do is it will pee itself stupid, trying to get that water out, because you only want a certain amount of hydration going on because you need to hold on to other minerals. But unfortunately, when you pee, you don't just pee water. Your body can't like pick and choose what to piss out. So you end up peeing out all your potassium. And potassium is the key ingredient to muscle contraction. Guess what your heart is? Muscle. It's one giant muscle. So a lot of people that are bulimic, puking also does it. Puking makes you drop potassium really fast. And then overhydration and not eating any minerals or salts, you will pee out every ounce of potassium in your body and your heart will just stop. Kelty just gifted us up to Koto, you sneaky bitch. Thank you. Babies are not great submarines. Oh my god, though. Can you imagine? Hi, Mag. How are you? Okay. So salt water, it's kind of easy to understand because it literally does the exact opposite of what dry does. So, or not dry, excuse me, of what fresh water does. So, when fresh water gets introduced to the lungs, it's permeable, right? Because it's H2O. So it gets absorbed into the bloodstream. You become hydrated, and your body pees out all your salts and you die of a heart attack. Salt water does the opposite. Because salt water, like true salt water, like ocean salt water, is so fucking saturated with salt, it actually saps all the water out of your blood. And so your blood becomes so thick and so viscous, you have a heart attack and die. It's worse. It can happen faster, but it also has a really long half time. So it can happen within 30 seconds or it can happen within an hour. So you can think this person's totally fine. If you don't get them to a hospital right away where we're going to test their blood and make sure they're actually okay, and then we will pump them full of fluids, like we'll have like 10 IV bags going into them, like that, they'll go to take a nap because they're really tired and their heart just stops. We are seriously, Squeaky, like, it's incredible what your body is doing every fucking millisecond of the day to keep you alive. Like, phenomenal work. Your body works so goddamn hard. It's crazy. You burn, like, the average person burns 1,500 calories a day just existing. If you just slept in a bed all day, you'd burn 1,500 calories-ish. Unless you have some crazy metabolic issue. And that's just to exist, which is pretty crazy. So that's salt water. Secondary drowning is kind of what we've already talked about. It's kind of a combination of what all of these can do. Secondary drowning is when you think you're okay, you go home and you die. So that can be the salt water made your blood so fucking thick and so dehydrated that you had a heart attack. Fresh water, too much water, you pee out all the potassium and all the minerals in your body, and your heart's like, help, I can't, and dies and has a heart attack. Dry drowning, not usually it's not a secondary because the whole point of dry drowning is you couldn't reach air, so usually you die before they get you out of the water. Just, a fucking anoxic injury to your brain. Pretty self-explanatory. Any questions? I feel like I'm just like a big fucking nerd. It's interesting to me because you'd think drowning just means suffocation, but it is almost never suffocation. Secondary drowning is the huge danger. No matter what, if someone is underwater and you think that they had issues, they maybe were starting to drown, call an ambulance immediately, period. Like, you just fucking do it. Don't ever think someone's okay. Call them. Because, I mean, it's the same with, like, carbon monoxide poisoning. Years ago, I was working in the ER one night, and I got, like, 11 girls all at the same time that all came from the same fucking Starbucks. And what had happened was one of the employees had turned their little, like, fireplace on, but not waited to see if it lit. Like, one of those electric ones that, like, click, 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 and then they light. And just filled the entire Starbucks with gas for, like, 2 hours while these girls were opening the restaurant until their boss noticed it, and they all came in. And the scary thing about carbon monoxide poisoning, carbon dioxide, that is 1 carbon, 2 oxygens, that's what you and I exhale. That's the byproduct of living. Carbon monoxide, not the same thing. And it's very scary because unless you know it's happening, you don't look ill. You actually start to look cherry red. You start to look very glowy and very healthy. And your blood is fucking bright. It is like the brightest, like the fakest cherry red you could ever imagine in your life. So just by looking at someone, you'd be like, wow, they look great. But when you take their blood and actually do an arterial blood gas test, which is what I would do, you would see that their oxygen levels are plummeting and their CO2 levels are off the charts and they're not getting anything. Like, it's wild. And you just don't know. Like, they would have had no idea until they all just started passing out. I know. Shit like that's scary. You just want to call the fucking hospital, always. If you can, obviously. Can living in a hot, very humid house cause health problems? Absolutely. Your brain can cook. There comes a point, like there's a certain point where your body can cool itself down, and then there is a point where your body can no longer cool itself down, and it will start to shut organ systems down to prioritize other organ systems. Yeah, absolutely. No shit, Skin. I'm glad you didn't. Fuck that. Should one not be observed for 48 to 72 hours after a near drowning due to risk of secondary drowning? So near drowning, usually you just want to call the hospital and they will tell you. You don't, like, even me as a respiratory therapist, I couldn't tell a near drowning just by looking at someone. No one can. If you think they inhaled water in any way, shape, or form, call an ambulance and they'll check the blood. It's all in your blood, man. I've literally lost patients because they were like a Jehovah Witness and they wouldn't let me take 1 cc of blood so I could adjust ventilator settings. Because apparently you can't take their blood. It's all in the blood. I went to school for so long to learn about blood. Do you have to be underwater to drown? Water has to be involved. Either you have to have died underwater or you have to have inhaled water. But you don't have to be like underwater. No, someone could have like shoved a hose down your throat, or you can drown in your own vomit. It's any fluid being absorbed into the lungs. It just depends on what the content of that fluid is. Is it salty? Is it not? Blood, man, your blood can tell me so much information. It's crazy. CO poisoning is also what a lot of hauntings have turned out to be. No shit. Because it can give you feelings of dread and nausea. I had no idea. No shit. Why do some people have seizures? So that's part of the brain death. So, in our little diagram over here, I tried to line out like the stages of drowning. So in general, if you drown and die, these are the stages. The first stage is surprise. This is when your body senses danger and starts to freak out. You start to panic. You start to swim really hard. You actually will breathe all your air out because we're idiots. Humans are dumb animals. Second stage is your body will go unconscious to save you because your body's like, you are officially wasting all the oxygen we have by your fucking panic. Go to sleep. You'll go unconscious. If no one pulls you out, the next stage is involuntary muscle spasms or brain death. So your brain can go about 2 minutes without oxygen before it starts to die. And your heart has its own sort of mechanism to live without your brain. So your body will keep your heart going first before your head. So once the anoxic means without oxygen. So once the anoxic injury begins on the brain, the body will start to twitch as the brain dies. That's literally the brain dying actively. The body starts to convulse. It may look like a seizure, but it's not the same thing. And then the last stage, of course, is what we call clinical death, and that is when your heart is no longer resuscitatable. I cannot get your heart pumping no matter what. When your heart stops, that's when we say you died. Yes, waterboarding, absolutely. Oh, Mark, I'm not even going to stop it. You could drown in puss puss. Squirt is pee. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if I missed any questions, but feel free to post them again. I went to school for so long and then quit everything to stream full time and hang out with people on the internet because it was a miserable job. So you guys help me feel like I didn't go to school for nothing and I'm not like a useless sack of stupid facts about drowning. Oh, cunt! Oh my god! Crooked Road! Can I still call you cunt? Thank you. We are doing Stream Raiders. Quit slacking, motherfuckers. Ooh, what's up, Reese? You can always ask a question. Doesn't have to be about drowning. I'm going to save this, though, just in case. CK, your knowledge and zest for learning is one of the reasons I like it here. Really? Oh, thank God. I never want to come off as pretentious. Like, I never want to be one of those actually people. I just like sharing information because I like to learn from other people. Like, if you are passionate about something and you want to tell me about it, I'm fucking stoked. Even if I don't know anything about it or could care less. Someone being passionate about something gets me off. Serious drowning talk. Also, squirt is pee. Is there anything you can do to prevent the delayed drowning deaths if you don't have access to a hospital? Eating something saltier with potassium. An avocado with salt on it. Banana with salt on it. Yeah. Salty crackers, salty pretzels. Anything easy and quick to digest with salt on it will help you not pee out everything. Yes. The pretentious slag. You'd be surprised. I mean, I've known people that have no idea they're as pretentious as they are. And I'm like, do you realize how many times in a sentence you've said actually? No. Wolfie, of course. Oh, the viruses. I know. Viruses are scary, man. Salty bananas. Suck a dick. Saves drown. I'm just kidding. Do not put a dick in your child's mouth. I love when nerds teach each other about things. Me too. It's so fucking fun. Salty nuts if you're diabetic, yes. Nuts are great. Protein and salt. So someone my husband went to school with died because he did ecstasy at a rave in the desert and drank too much water. I bet it was the water and not the ecstasy. Ecstasy doesn't kill people. Ecstasy is like speed and Molly basically put together. But drink too much water and you will pee out all the salt. And what happens is you have a balance in your cell of salt, potassium, all these little minerals, and outside there's intracellular and extracellular. Extra meaning outside, intra meaning inter. And that balance is very delicate. And those minerals are going in and out of the cells all the time to maintain that balance. And when you overhydrate, your body pees all those minerals out. And we all know what salt does. Salt holds water, right? Like when you eat a really salty meal the next day, sometimes like if you're like me, my rings, I can't get my rings off. My hands will be so swollen because salt holds water. So if you have no salt in your body, You can drink all the water you fucking want. Your body will hold none of it and you will just die. This is not scientific, but our Norwegian folklore talks of a male creature called Noken. I definitely said that wrong, I bet. He resides in waters and will lure people in and drag them under. It's also said if a person escapes drowning, he can still come get you if you drink water from the source. Stop it. It's an old way to describe secondary drowning. I bet it was. That's really fascinating. I love that. Dude, Crooked, the fuck? Does it make you eternally thirsty? I don't do drugs. Well, you know. I'm not rich enough to do, like, fancy drugs. We need a Learning with ClassyKatie screen. You think? I bet Monkey would make one. He loves doing stuff. I'll write it down. Oops. I'll write it down now. Learning with CK. We could just call it Class with Classy. Class? I don't know. I've always been fascinated with science and anatomy. Me too. Was going to the doctor when I was 2, and after following my dad around hospitals after his brainstem stroke, that was literally why I went into it, I think. I kind of the same, I didn't have, like, I did spend a lot of time in the hospital when I was a kid because my dad died, but my mom worked in a hospital. So my whole life I was going in and out of the hospital, go get mom, hang out with mom, sit under her desk, draw on that fax paper that was 5 million yards long, like, I had all my memories there, and all my memories were really positive, but then when you work there, you realize you have to, like, unplug people. Sugar does not do the same as salt. Absolutely not. Sugar is more addicting than cocaine. It's not very good for us. My mom has COPD, and her doctor told her to get the vaccine. She did, and had almost no... COPD, emphysema, is not a reason to not get the vaccine. If that was a question I missed. No. If anything, you actually, if you have COPD or well, it's COPD / emphysema, they're the same thing. You can go ahead of everybody else because you're at a higher risk for COVID. If COVID gets you and you have COPD, you're going to die. I would almost guarantee it. You're going to get on a ventilator, and the hardest person to get off of a ventilator, because getting off of a ventilator is not just pulling the tube out and saying breathe. I have to do this whole weaning process. And people with COPD / emphysema, they are exhausted from breathing. Breathing with those kind of lungs is like, this is what it is, literally. This is what we're taught in school. So, take the deepest breath possible and hold it. Now breathe on top of it. That's what it's like to have emphysema all the time. That's what they feel like. So the second I introduce a ventilator, their body goes, oh my God, yes. And it stops breathing on its own. And it is fucking ripping my eyes out to get a COPDer to fucking breathe on their own. They won't do it. You'll die on a vent or you'll get a trach. We don't let you have a vent for more than 2 days. So if you don't let me extubate you as a COPDer, you're totally fine, you're healthy, you're just refusing to breathe, we'll cut a hole in your neck and give you a trach because this tube is so bad for you. Ooh, what do I like? What? What? I'm just expecting my grandparents to come back with some bullshit about how they can't get the vaccine. It's bullshit. They're going to, I don't want to say this about your grandparents, but if they get COVID, they will not live. If they get the shot, they're going to have an achy arm for a day. You don't come off of a ventilator as a COPDer. It's impossible. It's like quite literally, when you get a COPDer off the vent, the entire unit cheers because it's such a joke. It's impossible because their body is so fucking exhausted. They're like, no, I'm good. This is better. It's terrifying. Squeaky, no shit. Oof. Oh yeah, ecstasy deaths is often from overhydration, dehydration. I have to know the common side effects of the popular drugs. Oh, as a teacher, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure kids are dumb enough to go to school. I went to school drunk, God. We like the title Higher Learning with the class holes. Oh, okay. I love that. Higher Learning, stop it. Higher Learning with the class holes. I like that. I like that because you guys teach me shit that I don't know either. Like, I'm a respiratory therapist. I could tell you all day about your blood, heart, and lungs, but outside of that, I know general stuff, but This way I can come back and be like, nah, that's bullshit if I get vaxxed. Absolutely. Like, I'll sign up. I'll fucking talk to your grandparents. I'm real good at scaring the life out of people. It is a gift. Oh my God, Cloud Girl, right? Asymptomatic, thank God, Pulsar. It's really sad right now. I was just talking to my mom, and she was saying that they're getting this huge influx of patients, but it's not COVID patients. It's all the COPDers that stayed in quarantine all winter, and once the government was like, yeah, definitely, you can go out, they went out. And all the non-vaxxed people killed them. I mean, healthy 50, 60-year-olds are dying. No comorbidities other than emphysema. They're just dying. My mom said it's just like flies. What is COPD? COPD is chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder. Emphysema is like the common name for it. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder. Yeah. So in lung diseases in general, there are two types. There's restrictive and there's obstructive. So obstructive means there's damage, an anatomical anomaly, something like that. Restrictive means like you have a huge hard belly for some reason. So you are restricted from filling your lungs as much as they can. Some people have restrictive disorders like sarcoidosis, where your lungs become hard. English is a second language. No, it's totally cool. I love Mickey. You make me feel like I didn't go to school for nothing. I love asking you questions too. Would you ever be mad I asked you a question? No. Oh, facts. Really? I'm so sorry. Which one is asthma? Asthma is different from chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder. So asthma actually has 3 different mechanisms. Asthma is something that so you either have asthma that is activated by something. So like you can have exercise-induced asthma, you can have allergy-induced asthma, food-induced asthma, all sorts of things like that. And then there is people who have very irritable airways and just overproduce mucus. That's a form of asthma. And then there are people who just have bronchospasms. So I'm sure there are asthmatics in chat where you never have mucus, you just cough. Like sometimes you just get in a moment where you cannot stop coughing. You're just gonna, there's nothing in there, you fine. You just start coughing like crazy. That's bronchospasm. So that's when the conducting airways, which we talked about the other day, your throat and bronchial tubes, they start to literally just spasm because of an allergy or you inhaled something or you're around perfume and you just bronchospasm. Yeah, it stands for bronchial tubes. So the bronchial tubes spasms. And it's literally like they're just going like crunching, but you don't have nerves in your lungs. So that just instigates a cough for you. Exercise-induced asthma. I did when I was younger. It didn't like inhibit me, but my mom would always be like, why are you wheezing? And I was like, I just played basketball for 2 hours. Can you get off my fucking back? Just coughs that last for months. Yep. That's a lot. That's a lot of them. I have cold-induced asthma. It doesn't even have to be freezing cold, but my lungs go nope. A lot of people have that. That tends to happen from like the capillaries in your throat will constrict when you're inhaling really, really cold air to try to, get the warm blood away from it because your body doesn't want to lose all that heat. And that'll make you like cough like crazy. Exorcist asthma, can you imagine? I'm just kidding. I have really bad allergies and my lungs sound like crap right now. I did an allergy test and I'm literally allergic to everything living. Wow. That's fun. Skin slip, I'm the same. I actually have a chipped tooth from shaking uncontrollably when I was in Germany. I'm the exact same. Like when my body hits a certain temperature of cold, it can no longer get itself back to homeostasis and I just start to shake violently. It's really bad. Seriously, I remember I think I was in Czech Republic and the next day, I was so cold the day before when we were walking around, like my whole body was just clenched and shaking like a fucking fool. The next day, my body was sore. Like every muscle in my body, just from shaking. Me too! Skin, the fuck is that? What's wrong with us? And yet you want to move to Sweden? I mean, I'm going to be cold anywhere. I could be cold in 80-degree weather. Like, I'm fucked up. It's just me, man. I'm just used to it at this point. But like at nighttime, as soon as I go to sleep, there's this little dwarf star in my chest that lights on fire and burns all my sheets to the ground. I'm running out of money. Yep, I can't do it. I have one chip. It's this tooth. And I kept it because every time my mom makes fun of me for being cold, I'm like, yeah, pay for my tooth and then shut the fuck up. All right, battle. Please don't lose. I am a hot, hot bitch. At nighttime, man, I don't know what it is. Like, it's just me. I just burn. And I've woken up in the middle of it before, and I literally am like, why am I on fire? And I just go back to sleep. I dated a guy like that. When he gets tired, his body temperatures go through the roof. That's me. I wonder what that is. That's exactly me. I've never met someone else who does that. That's exactly me. When I get tired, all of a sudden my body's like, well, you're not moving enough, so we're just going to burn your calories for you. And I just burn. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. I think there's a fire inside of me or something. The lady that did my allergy test was literally trying to find one thing I was allergic to. We had 2, but they eventually swelled up. No. That's just sad. 80% of all income Katie makes from this channel goes directly into the sheet industry. It's true. And I buy nice sheets. Just kidding. I do have decent sheets, but they're not that nice. Probably just your brain not controlling your body temp. I think that's got to be it. That or, like, I've talked to my therapist. Oh. Good job, guys. We might as well get the gold chest, right? Oh, Yandy, you silly motherfucker! Thank you so much for resuming the class, giving class alive, and giving an anus its wings. How are you, love? I've always thought it's because during the day while I'm awake, I'm so active. Like like you guys see me, I get up every fucking hour. I'm always moving around, doing stuff, moving stuff, cleaning. That once I sit and become still, my body doesn't, and it just keeps burning. But I don't know if that's real. I think I have POTS, Eliza. I talked to my doctor about it, and she was like, probably. It goes along with everything else wrong with my heart. Not wrong, but I just have a weird heart. Yeah. After you mentioned it, like a couple months ago, I talked to my doctor about it, and he was like, no, you probably do, definitely, with like all the weird everything else. How sheety are your sheets? What is the scale of sheety? I don't know this sheety scale. Do we have shit to put out? Vibes, motherfuckers. Where's the save battle plans button? Hello? What? Am I crazy? Oh, there's no, like, save anymore? You just, like, exit out? Awesome. Just the right amount. Just the right amount? What? Oh, sheety. It could be the fiber count. I honestly don't know. My sheets are gray, and they don't pill. I know that. Real answer, a nice answer. You should always be nice. All right, we need to take a break because literally that lesson took like over an hour. Why am I like this? I love going over shit like this though with you guys. It's fun for me because I like science. Body science is fun, but also it like reaffirms that I didn't lose everything in my head. I went to school for so long. It would be so sad if I lost it all. I hate winter here in Minnesota because no matter what I do, my hands and feet are always cold. Yep. My hands. I think I have this thing, Kelty. It's called Raynaud's, and it's where the tendons in your wrists and ankles tighten when it's cold and restrict blood flow to your hands because my hands will turn gray sometimes in the winter. Like, they turn real pale. You have to use it to keep it. That's kind of what this is. Like, teaching you guys like this makes me remember it, you know? Like, especially when I walk through every, like, step of it and stuff. Gray, like gray-white. Eliza's my twin. Or something. Budded child. I don't know. Most educational channel. I don't know about most, but it's fun for me when you guys get hyped about it too, because bodies are fucking weird. Poor circulation. I mean, I have a really, really low heart rate. I don't have poor circulation, but because I have a low heart rate, it's just slow. My heart's like Bump, bump. All right, we're good till tomorrow. Bump. Oh, she got up. Bump, bump, bump. My sister has that. Her hands turn blue. It's also a symptom. What's it a symptom of? The human body is so fucking fascinating. I agree 100% facts. Like, we are a machine. We are the machine. I have collapsing blood vessels. Nothing to do with cold, but it makes me faint. Ooh, that's terrifying. Why? I wonder. Dude, Squeaky, if you just, it's honestly like, there's no like tests or anything to see if you have Raynaud's. It's just from like you can Google it. Some people look very, 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 very white. Like some people will get like a white spot on their face where they have Raynaud's out of nowhere. Some people's hands will look paper white. Mine just turned like a grayish color. Hands get stiff and you can't keep your posture up. 2 deadly issues when riding a motorcycle. Oh, burglary! Oh my god, my nipples. And you can tell kids about different kinds of drownings, right? And why you should be safe in the fucking water. Beckett's, oh my god, MS fucks temperature regulation too, yeah. Systemic sclerosis, is that what she has? Or they have? I'm so sorry, that sucks. I've never fucked a Smurf. I figured it out. I think it's the heat. I think the heat makes my head hurt. I went outside with the dogs and the sun made my head hurt. What the fuck? It's the heat. It was the sun. The sun hit my head and it was like, oh, the air quality is horrible. I mean, that's been just not going away forever. The air quality is just, yeah, definitely hydrate. The air quality is horrific. It just smells like a campfire everywhere. It's the air, it's the sun. Yesterday it hit 101, man. It's still really hot here. Hi, Guyver. How are you? The air here is horrible. It's bad, but it made my, like, instantly I could just feel like a little tinge of a pain in my head. Not today. Not today! Fucking cocksuckhead. You guys are talking about alcohol? Or a cold pack? I have this fan. I'm good in here, honestly. It's okay. It was literally just stepping into the sun. It's so strong and, like, I'm sure there's something going on with that sun going through all the fire smoke, like the reflection or something. I'm sure it's not great for me. I'm gonna burp. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. What would you do if I puked? Cheers. That is so cool, Kelty. I'm gonna poo my pants. That is so fucking cool. I do. Yeah, I got myself nice sunglasses finally because I thought that, I mean, that definitely kills my head. But I think it's a combination of just my hair being really dark. The devil's hiss. Cheers. I've always been very, very light sensitive. Always. My fucking stupid light eyes. Guyver.
Thanks for giving me them Bezos box, motherfucker.
Owie. Bright lights, yeah. My eyes aren't even blue. Like, if you looked at Eliza and I, if I stood next to a person with true blue eyes, you'd be like, no, Katie doesn't have blue eyes. But if I'm not, people are like, they're like bluish. They're light. That's all that matters. Light colored eyes. It's like, because I think it's because the light reflects off the light colors in your iris. It reflects stronger into your pupil, which makes it brighter, I think. Thank you, Sammy. Hi, Johnny Lynx. How are you? Thank you. Ooh, how was it, Glut? Did you get wasted really fast? Really, Sky? People with light-colored eyes have better dark vision. I believe that. I'm not entirely sure, but I watched this short thing on how brown versus blue eyes see the world different. Really? Interesting. I am smoking. It's called Milky Way. Is the strain of the day. Isn't this cool? I know, I like it a lot. Hi, Bless OB. How are you, love? She's smoking herself. Stop. I'm low on weed. I have to go get some tonight. Ooh, quick question. Have you ever seen a spider hang between a single silk strand above and below? Wait, what? A spider hang between a single... Are you implying the spider was flying? Cheap ass shake. Fuck it. I still got skag weed from Maryland. Weed is weed. We cannot look a weed horse in the mouth. Brown eyes can see clearly and vividly in day, but night vision is lacking. Oh, so what Sky said, yeah, that light-eyed people can see better at nighttime. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense. We can get more light into our eye because there's no dark color absorbing it. That being said, I've always been a fan of brown eyes. I think people with brown eyes are so pretty. I feel like, I don't know, they're interesting. Like, brown can have so many cool variations. Listen to our video about the psychopath and the sociopath, a masterclass. Oh, God. Me too, Reese. That reminds me of my theory that everyone's colors are not the same colors for everyone. Like, when I interpret as blue what someone else interprets as green, dude, isn't that weird? I think about stuff like that. Like, color spectrums and what we see. It tends to affect our daytime vision instead. I don't like that. But yeah, I literally have 2 sets of sunglasses right next to me, and I have a set in my bag. I have a lot of sunglasses because my eyes just suck. It's like a perfect recipe to get a headache if I just go out in the sun without sunglasses on. It was suspended on a single strand that was attached to the ceiling and floor. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was probably thinking of spinning a web right there. Yeah, that's what they do before they spin a web. Really? Your eyes change colors independently? That's so cool. I might have already seen it. I've watched a lot of things like that because when I was a little kid, I got diagnosed as sociopathic and I've never let go. Like, I've always been like, why? So I watch a lot of videos on sociopathy. I think, honestly, like, if anything, I developed, like, a defense mechanism because so much bullshit went down when I was a kid that if I cried at everything, I would have never stopped crying. Good morning, Minimin Yo Care. How are you, love? See, my eyes are 2 different colors, but they just blend together and look like mud. Whenever I go get my license, they're like, what color are your eyes? Okay. And they just put hazel or gray is what they always put. I'm like, cool. Thank you. My eyes are my favorite thing about me. They're a greenish brown with reddish bursts. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I dated a guy who was half Blackfeet Indian, and he had some of the most, I mean, it was like vibrant greens and red browns intermingled in his eyes. Some of the prettiest eyes I've ever seen. A lot of it's formed to childhood. Oh, absolutely. I mean, they say when I was in school, when I was studying child psychology, they say that your personality is, you're born with your core personality. Something really, really super, super, super fucked up has to happen when you're a kid to change who you are at your core. But to navigate the world with who you are at your core, you'll develop things like sociopathy, sociopathic tendencies and things you'll pick up along the way. But it doesn't mean you're broken. They range from light blue to green to gray to green. Oh my god, that's so cool. I'm jealous. I have sunflower eyes, if you know what those are. Interesting. I had a nightmare that a spider was hanging just like that next to my bed, and when I poked at it, the spider didn't move. I got out of the bed to look for other spiders and found a centipede. Ew, no, I hate centipedes. I had a little spider on me today. It was a little tiny jumper. I love eyes too. I love looking at people's eyes. And the coolest thing is, to this day, science has no idea why we have iris colors. Like, why there's colors in eyes. They don't know why. There's no, like, evolutionary purpose. But then comes social constructs and messes with your core. Well, yeah, fuck. You're an arachnophobe? Oh my gosh, skin slip, really? Okay, fair. Just so you know, I do have over 50 tarantulas within arm's reach of myself right now, but I always tell people before any of them come on screen. Any of them. Okay. I just like to tell, because I'm not here to scare people, ever. Yeah, I don't ever want to freak anybody out. That ain't my goal. They explain psychopaths in an interesting way, like you're born that way and not forming it through daily life. Oh, interesting. So it's more like a personality. I can't remember the difference between... What's like the core difference between sociopath and psychopath? There's like... I can't remember it. I read about it a long time ago. But if you're not looking at them, they could be everywhere. What could? What? Aw. Oh my god, Squeaky. That's terribad. My spooge. I've never had an escapee, but you never know. Never say never. One is born, the other is made. Oh, I didn't know that. Which one's born? Psychopath? That would make sense, because I was definitely made. Like, I didn't think anything was wrong with my childhood, but then when I went to school and got a degree in psychology, I was like, wow, all the things that I experienced before I was 7 years old, most people don't experience before they're 70. That explains a few things. And then I got a therapist, because you should never self-diagnose. That's not safe. Black eyes are cool. Vissy has really pretty dark eyes. Psychopaths don't show empathy at all. You know, if you get pulled over by a police officer, a normal person might sweat and freak out, feel sick. Well, a sociopath doesn't feel that. They'll see nothing wrong, even if they have a corpse in the back of the car. Oh, interesting. I wonder what makes someone born like that. Weird. I don't like empathy. Thank God I'm not that one. I don't think I'm a sociopath. I think I'm able to turn my emotions off very easily, but that's just, I mean, maybe that's sociopath. I have, it was a survival technique, which really helped in the hospital. I didn't know that. That's kind of sad. Trauma response, that's what I think it was exactly. That I have now as a skill. Welcome to all my head injuries. Ooh, ooh. Who else was stepped on by a horse? Just me? Sick. Skin, that's kind of me sometimes. If I'm not on my meds, I feel every emotion all at one time and it sucks. And that's why I turn it off. I just go dead instead, which is not good. It's not healthy, exactly, Mickey, yeah. I also disassociate, and now I'm using mindful disassociation. I disassociate hard. You got bit by a horse? Ooh, I think I've probably been bit by one. Definitely been bucked off by one. Successful psychopaths that become serial killers learn to mimic human emotions and hide like they're normal people. Ew.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Welcome to the classroom.
Blessed be, I totally am. Thank you. Oh, Kitty Cuddles is our baby. I'm gonna fucking kill it and eat it.
Hail the Tank Lord, motherfuckers!
Bite me on the next CK, no joke. Why? What? Like right now? What's happening? Are you calling me a horse? I'm confused. The gays can do whatever they want. Oh, that's a great shirt. That is a great shirt. Ugh, that's beautiful. Oh. I was like, I've never been asked, but sure. They do have ways to kind of detect children born that way, but it's not perfect. Sad, though. I mean, the kid had no chance. Oh my gosh, Squeaky, I have never ever thought of you being a negative person ever a day in my chat, so I wouldn't even worry. You're fine. It bit you on the neck? That is... No. Oh, no. It makes it so much worse now. Like, it was funny and now it's worse. Yes, go to Tucson! I've always wanted to visit the cactuses down there. I'm so sorry. No, for real. I've never thought you were a Debbie Downer a day in my life. It's never even sniffed. I would not even be concerned with your life. I'll like, there have been people who come by chat and their sole purpose is to like drop 3-paragraph pity stories, and I'll call it out. Don't worry. I am the last person to come to for a pity party. I'm here to fix your problem, not pity it. So don't worry. You'll know. Yeah? Do you need a potty? Already? Didn't we just go potty? Hello, child. Lots of parents think their teenagers are sociopaths or psychopaths, but in reality, it's teenagers trying to find their place. Oh, absolutely. Just trying to be their own person. Did she sit there for a while? Okay. Do you need to go potty? Ew, she's drooling. She might need a potty. If she was sitting behind me for a while, you can go potty. I don't know, chat. Does she deserve it? This is my poodle. Her name's Lilith. One of two. She's a big door. Look at her tongue. She's so cute. She's my snuggle bug. What's on your tooth? Come here. Come here. What is that? Buzz? No. What is on your tooth? What was that? Fucking dogs. They are big dog cats. Oh, absolutely. They're so ridiculously funny. Hi, young at heart. It's good to see you, honey. She is. She's such a lover. She just wants to lay on top of you and, like, be on you. Yes? Delete 3 paragraphs. Everything's great. I feel fine. Alright. Quick break to pee this one. Oh, I'm so glad my poodle's not the only one that wants to be a lap dog. Like, sometimes I wonder if it's just because I've always snuggled them, but these dogs have no idea what their size is. They'll just get up on you and sit their entire body on you. They have no clue. They think they're lap dogs. We'll do the battle real quick because I think they're mildly preoccupied right now. Is it a lot of poodles? I love it. I love it. I would never want a standoffish dog. These guys are just, they don't care. They'll lay right on top of you and just, I can get in their mouth. I can pull stuff out of their nose. Like, they're such good dogs. Oh, kitty cuddles. I'm so excited. I've known about this for so long and I haven't been able to say anything about it. And it kills me. I hate having exciting secrets. By the way, I have another one that I want to tell you guys about, but I need to email my partner manager and see if I can. I have, like, cool stuff coming up soon, but I never know when the fuck I can tell anybody, and it drives me nuts. Also, super cool. Hold up. Where is it? No. Nope. Dreamscaper. The Dreamscaper dev team offered me, like, a cool offer that I'll get to talk to you guys about later, which is really cool. I don't know what I can say. Where the fuck tits is this email? Katie has too many. Too many. I'll find it. The show, it starts on August. Oh god, what is it? It's going to be on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern. No. 4 p.m. Eastern. So 2 p.m. my time. So stream will have to end an hour early, but who the fuck cares? Like, whatever. NDAs suck. It's always better to say nothing. Spaz, I see you. I got to load a bowl, so I'll load one after the break and I'll hit for you. Don't even worry. I got you, boo. August 8th. Thank you. I was going to pull up my schedule on here. Yeah. August is so packed for me. I'm actually kind of nervous. Like, the more I look at my August, I'm like, Jesus, God, I have a lot of shit going on that I can't tell you about yet. But the show I can finally tell you about, which is really exciting. Starts on August 8th. Spaz, what the fuck is up? Also, yeah, it's my first campaign in Blades in the Dark, which I'm really excited for. Thank you for the resub. For a fucking year?
Hail Satan, you titty fart.
I have it on my calendar. Usually what I do is what I used to do is if there's a show late enough in the day where I can stream before, I just do my makeup on stream and hang out with you guys all day before the show. So it's hard to forget the show, and then I just raid the show. And I did pick a fun character that I can actually like do something with. Yes, I have GoXLR for everything. It's amazing.
Hi, gay. In the bedroom or just hanging out. Yeah, we wouldn't. Your part wouldn't. Hey.
That bitch, and when I mean
Yes.
bitch, I mean the most wonderful person in the world, ClassyKatie.
Yep. I'm a child. I find childish things very funny. Forever and always. All right, let's take a break. Dude, GoXLRs are everything. I love it. And it was actually purchased for me by the Table Story community. Like, what? What a fucking weird day. Okay. Yes, I think we're gonna. Well, I just keep getting fucked on Fridays. But as far as right now, tomorrow's good. We should be back to watch parties tomorrow. Cross your dicks. I'm gonna go put these outside so she can shit. I'll be right the fuck back. Stand up and stretch your legs. No blood clots today. Always pee after sex and get vaxxed if you can. I'll be right back, and I think about you naked. They both laid big shits. And they're bigger than anything I've ever laid. Hi, Thread. How are you, love? Did I fuck? One second. There's my butt. Muddy. I got my other grinder. It has pretty full teeth texture. Sorry, I forgot the music was on. I knocked it all into one corner, but got a pretty nice little Keef pile on it. I wanted to add to Kiefer Sutherland. Keef! Oh, I hate meetings. I'm a firm believer that the vast majority of meetings could be an email. If that one guy in the office that never reads emails that causes the meetings to happen would just fucking read the emails. Oh, I swear to God. Where is Kiefer? Oh, there's Kiefer Smokerland. So I have a little Keef box. This is where I put all my Keef. It's settled. It's like a hard thing now, but that's where I put all my Keef, and I can save it for a fucking rainy day, because why not? Ugh! So, I was thinking of a game we could play today that was, like, chill and wouldn't hurt my head, just in case I get a fucking headache, because God knows. And I was thinking about pulling up Spirit Fair. I never beat it. I barely got very far into it at all, actually, because I ended up getting really sad. It's a very sad game, to be fair. My life is meetings glut. Do you have that one person that just refuses to read emails and can't be an adult? Because Jesus fuck. Giveth the Keef. I know, Reese. Dude, I'll still have Keef if you ever get to visit me, if COVID ever fucking subsides, for fuck Christ's sake, shitballs. Good morning, Ashley. Oh, dude, I'm literally just emptying the Keef out of my grinder. Give me 1 second, and I will definitely cheers you. Anyone know about Delta 8? I've heard it's great. Everything I've heard from friends and community members that have tried it have said it's awesome where they live. Like, I know a lot of people that are trying to get jobs and stuff are smoking Delta 8 while they apply for jobs, and they said it's fine. I have not tried it, though. Has anyone here tried the Delta 8 that could speak to it personally? Educationally, responsibly, I don't know. You know what I mean. I work with a lot of different teams. Oh, that makes sense. That's kind of how most of my meetings all end up. All the meetings that I end up in, for the most part, are me just sitting there. Because I'm, like, involved with the team, but really don't need to be there. Yeah. Paginable? Undoctored? What is that? Ew. Dr. Death thing? What the fuck is that? Ew. Do I want to know? I don't think it's synthetic, Thread. So the Delta 8 is not synthetic bud. Synthetic weed is that other scary shit. Eliza, you remember what it's called? It was big in Jersey for a while. It was like literally hurting people. That was the lesson. I went over all the types of drowning. If you have any questions, Pyro, like Spice. Spice is what they called it. Yeah, I think Spice is totally different from Delta 8. Delta 8 is just like, honestly, I don't know enough about it to speak to it. I don't want to lie. Well, do you have a question? I mean, I can pull it up. Do you have a question? I saved it. No, it's totally cool. I'm a spaz too. They also did a documentary that goes with the Ugh, scary. Yeah. Oh no, those are basically like they're all connected. So all the types of drownings are connected. It's just different ways to instigate the act of drowning. So saltwater will pull, if you inhale saltwater, it will pull the salt in that water will literally pull all the water out of your arteries, out of your blood, making your blood super, super viscous and thick so you have a heart attack and die. That one's the scariest because it can happen in 30 seconds or it could happen in 24 hours, which is called secondary drowning. Freshwater drowning does the opposite. All that water goes into your bloodstream, making you overhydrated, and you have a heart attack because your body pees out all your potassium. Also can result in a secondary drowning. It can happen within 2 minutes to 15 minutes of pulling them out of the water. And then there's where they don't drown. It's like a near drowning. So they don't inhale enough water to fuck up their pH. So essentially what happens is you don't drown from lack of oxygen. You drown because the pH of your body gets so fucked up you have a heart attack and die. The only one that happens from suffocation is literally dry drowning, which is where you're underwater, but when you open your mouth, all the water goes into your stomach, like your epiglottis shuts your lungs. So your stomach fills up with water, and you just can't get out of the water, so you just suffocate. Yeah, you don't want to drink seawater. No. Do you know someone called Trin? Yes, I love Trin. I've known Trin for like 7 years. I do know Trinia. Uh-huh. That's awesome. Small world. Citarino, welcome to my channel. Thank you for the follow. Did that make sense, Pyro? Like, you can ask me any questions. But that's, I mean, I went through like the stages of drowning. It's essentially like panic, unconsciousness, brain death, heart death. But I can definitely go over, I have no problem talking about that stuff. Like, to me, it's interesting. I think he's doing great, man. He pops in every once in a while. I talk to him on Twitter a lot. He was actually a moderator of mine for years and years and years. And he still comes by every once in a while. He just doesn't come by often enough to like stay as a mod, but he's a VIP. He's awesome. Lemon. Oh my God. I just packed a bowl. Shall we cheers? About the Delta variants and joking about it. Well, someone asked seriously about it and I just don't know anything about it. I know it's not spice. Pyro, it's totally cool, man. Totally cool. And I talk really fast, so it's cool. Cheers. I did a beautiful bowl of Milky Way with some keef on top. Look at that keef pile. Beautiful. Me? Where'd all my lighters go? It's God's pocket, Oliver. You know it. Cheers. I am such a redneck. I know. Yep. I live in Colorado, Denver, Colorado, and it's totally recreationally legal. I think they were the first state to legalize, actually, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the way for women to get a lighter chest if they suffer from too big of a rack? Is that what's happening? Are my lighters sucking up all my boobs? I've never taken it off the bra and shit not fall out. Don't you love when a nug of weed falls out? That's my favorite. Roll packs of cigarettes in their sleeves. My grandpa did that. How much is monthly consumption in dollars, like American dollars? So it really just depends on how much you smoke. I smoke a little bit under an ounce a month. If I buy, and it can range anywhere from $100 to $400, depending on the grade of weed you buy, really. But you can only buy an ounce at a time, max. Why is the weed in your bra? I have no idea. But like at the end of the day, you like take your bra off and a little nug, like we're talking a bud, just falls out. And I'm like, because I'm a weed queen. I don't know. It just falls off me. Driving her Jeep with her lighter in her tits. I am a redneck. Without the racist component, though. So I'm a cool redneck. Or something. Oh, Ashley, all the time. If you would have fun trying weed, weed is really fun. If you ever try it for the first time, if you don't smoke or you haven't smoked in years, do not. I mean, this is like, normally I'm like, I advise. I'm going to strongly say, don't do edibles for your first time. Please, for the love of Christ. Edibles, dude. Everybody fucks up and is like, edibles will be chiller because I'm not smoking anything. Edibles are like the fucking wild card of Jesus. No way. Isn't that just a hippie then? Maybe. A cultured redneck. A blue neck. We could go with a blue neck. How about a green neck? My BF fell asleep in our hammock shirtless and got up with big stuck to his stomach. With what? What was stuck to his stomach? Any tips for heartbreak? I haven't figured that one out yet. I wish. A pink neck. I like a pink neck. It was edibles are so scary, right, Pyro? Like, oh my god. I saw actually on Reddit this morning. I am part of a subreddit called R Trees, which is the weed subreddit. And someone posted on there yesterday. I took 50 milligrams of edible. It's my first time ever doing pot. It's been an hour and a half and I feel nothing. And they never responded again. And everybody in the comments was like, notice how OP never came back? Edibles, my dudes. Scary shit. I highly advise smoking. You are a beautiful neck, chat. What? DP had a green out on stream Saturday. Shut up. Edibles? Yes! Oh, fucking damn. That makes me so happy. That's fucking beautiful. Me too, Oliver. I love packing a bowl. It's like a ritual, right? Is smoking weed as bad for your lungs as smoking cigs? Not at all. They are 100% different. Nope.
Welcome to the classroom.
Anarcho Lemon with that motherfucking resub, though. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it anus swings, motherfucker. No, so cigarettes. If you smoke like a cigarette out of a cigarette pack, they have so much more in them than just a tobacco product. There is fiberglass now in them to assist in faster nicotine absorption. There is all sorts of processing chemicals. I believe there's formaldehyde in the actual tobacco to preserve it. Like, it's got so much other shit in it that is causing tar. The tar is the worst. I could tell you, oh my God. So when I was a little kid, my mom, she's been a respiratory therapist for years, and she was really close with the pathology lab. And so when I was a kid, 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade, my teachers allowed her to bring in a bucket of organs that were all preserved in formaldehyde, and the class all got to touch them and play with them. And she would bring in a smoker's lung and a healthy lung. And I'm not exaggerating. Have you ever had like blackheads on your nose? Like, you can just see them, like you're just greasy as fuck, you've been camping or something, and you can see them. So blow that up like times 10. That's what the smoker's lungs look like, and you could pop the tar out like pimples. It was so fun and disgusting. Like, I was in 4th grade. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just sitting there popping tar out like it was nobody's business. But that's what's happening. It clogs up the bronchial tubes so that oxygen can't be delivered to the lung, and then that part of the lung just dies. Also, cigarette smoke inhibits the natural cilia that lines your breathing pathways. So you have your trachea and you have your bronchial tubes, which are the tubes that feed air into your lung tissue. And lining those airways are millions of microscopic tiny little hairs that move all the time, and they're called cilia. And those are what facilitate either catching things before you inhale them or moving them out of your lungs, like dust, air particles, all the toxins and shit that we're breathing from pollution every day. They pull it out so you cough it out of your mouth so it's not sitting in your lungs, because that will not permeate the lung tissue. It will just sit there. So that's why a lot of cigarette smokers first thing in the morning just have butter lung, like they're just coughing, because all night long their little cilia were trying to wake up and move all the shit that wasn't being moved for 24 hours, because smokers keep smoking. Every time you hit a cigarette, it numbs them again, it kills them. So cigarettes do all sorts of different, there are so many different mechanisms that cigarettes can hurt you with. You can get mouth cancer from cigarettes because of the Marlboro. I know Marlboro for sure has fiberglass in the filter. So when you inhale, microscopic shards of fiberglass go into your mouth and break open microscopic tears in the mucous membrane of your mouth. So before that smoke even hits your lungs, you're absorbing nicotine in your mouth. And pot, marijuana, like we're talking bud, like the flower you pick, dry, light on fire. As far as we know, scientifically, the only thing that can cause damage about smoking pot is the excessive exposure to heat on your throat. Your throat is designed to cool down and heat up whatever you drink, eat, or breathe. So it's about body temperature by the time it reaches the organ it's supposed to go to. And when we're quick inhaling super hot smoke like that, it can actually cause necrosis in the mucous membrane of the inside of your trachea and on your throat. It'll kill the capillaries, which deliver oxygen to the tissues, and if they don't get oxygen, they die. So that's why I always advise, if you smoke pot, make it as cold as you can. Like, that's the best advice I can give, is, like, I use a giant egg bong, so it fills up with a bunch of smoke, and that smoke has that much longer time to cool down before it hits my throat, versus if you're smoking out of a little pipe, I mean, it's 2 inches and just heat. That was really long-winded response, and I apologize. Any questions? Yeah. Sometimes I get on a tangent. I don't realize it. And then I'm like, wow, Katie, you talk too much. If you have severe gastrointestinal problems or gastroparesis, smoking weed can sometimes affect your eating and appetite if you use excessively and long term. Really? How so? Let's get weird. Thank you. I tried to do something fun today. We're here for the tangents. I'm glad. It's just like my brain just keeps giving me info as I'm talking, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty pertinent. That's pretty pertinent, and it's probably not. Weed has never given me the munchies. I never got it. It makes food taste better. Like, I definitely smoke before dinner, but I've never gotten, like, uncontrollable munchies from weed before. Definitely dry mouth. It affects your brain. Oh, not talking like munchies, but like I have gastroparesis and I had to rule this out for me. It affects your brain telling you when to eat. Interesting. What, weed has kind of helped me move the stress from my stomach. I love weed, but it's not for everybody. High food is just the best. Katie, how could you talk so much? Oh my God. Who was that person, Rod? Do you remember? It was like, God, this was a couple months ago. Some woman was like, fuck, she was like, I have to speak for 2 hours a day, and I honestly can't understand why anybody could request more of me. And I was like, what? And I think I retweeted her. I was like, bitch, I talk for 8 hours a day. Fight me. You're not having very good conversations. I get brutal headaches when I smoke. Weird. Well, smoking can cause high heart rate and vasodilation. So if you already are sensitive to migraines, it can kick one off for sure. If I have a migraine, I don't smoke. I take edibles instead. Try teaching people, right? Try working in a hospital. Like, I don't know what this woman did for a living, but Jesus Christ. I know a lot of people that talk a lot more than that. Really, Dark Druid? That's a bummer. I smoke every day. Oh, yeah. I've smoked, I mean, with a few chunks of time off here and there for, like, applying for a job that was going to drug test me, I've pretty much smoked regularly since I was about 12. I do not advise smoking marijuana while your brain is developing. Don't be me. But I have been, and I'm doing fine. Tea breaks. They, like, suck, but they're great. So it's the smoking itself that does it. I do get migraines, yes. Weed is a vasodilator, so it can cause a rush of blood, which if you are sensitive to getting migraines, or like if you, like, one of my symptoms I get before I get a true migraine is I get those stupid aura things. I get these burns, light burns in my eyes. I call them burns. I don't know what they're really called, but back in the day when your mom would take a picture and that flash would burn like a mark in your eye and you'd see it for days. I'll get that out of nowhere. Like, I'll just be chilling and all of a sudden I'll have this lightning strike through my vision. I'll stop smoking. Like, I know I'm going to get one. I just have to stop because I don't want to, like, exacerbate it by anything. Oh, he has diabetes? Oh my gosh, Kelty, give him a call, honeybean. Right, Ashley? Auras, is that what they're called? Yeah. I'm 52 now and probably won't see 60 because of my COPD. So, if I keep smoking pot, how much time do I think I'll just shave off that frame? Exactly 0 time. COPD doesn't kill you. It just is like a really long-term suffocation. My grandma had COPD and she lived until she was like 89. Not to, like, destroy your hopes if you wanted to go, but, like, you're probably going to live forever really cranky and shit. Learning the warning signs is so much help, Kyria. I agree. Like, I remember getting those weird flashes in my vision when I was like 7, but I wouldn't tell anyone because I thought I was dying. Like, after watching my dad die, pretty much anything that happened to me, I thought I was dying, so I wouldn't tell my mom. And learning that that's a precursor to a headache is so helpful for me because I can go in a cold, dark room immediately and, like, stave off the worst so I'm not puking. Spite. Ugh. It's the worst. When you were talking about smoking weed, it reminded me, he does smoke and it's legal here. Oh, good for him. Good. Yes, this is the pills and the candy dishes. My dear Nana, that's why I wear this little St. Catherine. It was hers. She had, like, this big island in the middle of her kitchen, like a countertop not connected to a wall, basically. And the entire surface was covered in various little candy dishes about this big, glass, china, anything you could imagine, and family photos, and every dish was just full of pills. Like, Vicodin, anything you'd want. And she'd just go in the kitchen to get her coffee, and she'd just candy pick, pop, go back to her chair. She's a fucking legend. My Nana, I hope I have her perseverance. Is that what it is? Perseverance. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I don't know. I hope. Perseverance. Thank you. Perseverance. I knew I was saying it wrong. I was like, no. Perseverance. Thank you. I feel like I need to burp really bad. But it won't happen. Burp. Perseverance. Man. You don't want it. I think that's like my greatest gift and sin is that I'll survive anything, but, like, I don't really want to. Purse means ass in Finnish. Seriously? That's hilarious. I love that. I heard a conspiracy theory yesterday that apparently Finland doesn't exist, which is funny. I think I know people in Finland. Oh my god, Oliver, how do you feel? Latimers, I'm all for... I know it's a very controversial subject, but I truly believe that if you have a terminal disease and you are suffering in pain and you have no quality of life, you should absolutely have the right to end your own life. I it's hard when it comes down to the basic question of who owns your life. And you think it's you until you don't want it anymore and you realize you don't own shit. And that's pretty scary. Quality of life is huge. Like, I've told you guys the stories, but people in the hospital who have spirit and have oomph and have family and like want to live longer. Actually, we were talking about that earlier, like fingers crossed that nothing terrible happens tomorrow as it keeps happening to me. Yes, we should be on for community night tomorrow night. Hopefully. Finland only doesn't exist in Russia because Finland kicked their ass twice. Oh my god, that's hilariously awesome. Holy fucking shit, I've not flip-flopped on loving hating someone so much ever since. Fucking Dan got me mad as fuck. Also, someone who was not Z handed you coffee near the start and I full on fucking hissed. I fucking love you. I'm crying. The fact that you hissed. Oh no. Oh, Kunrin, thank you. Thank you, Phoenix. I'm getting it chopped and dyed soon. Not super different, just a trim, but I am dyeing it very different. I've just had blue and green forever now. I feel like it's time. It's time. It's time. And it might be for a RP show I might be in soon. I don't know. I know. Don't ruin the makeup. I honestly only did makeup this morning because I had a headache. So I was just sitting at my desk, like, waiting for my meds to kick in so my headache would go away. Otherwise, I would have just gone live. So I just sat here and just started smearing color on my eyes. I was like, fuck it. Recoiled and everything. I was like, who does this bitch think he is? I don't know and I don't like him. Oliver, you know, I've thought about that many times. The fact that, like, during my Twitchosphere career, which has been, like, a long 14, 15, sorry. Almost 8 years. Not a streamer, just been on Twitch. Been a streamer about 7. I've had 3 different man friends. And, like good, serious relationships. Like, nothing terrible, for the most part. And, like, I've often wondered if there's a certain population of people out there that are like, what a floozy. How many man hands are we going to see in her old videos? But, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with dating. I don't think monogamy or, like, settling down when you're 20 is the end-all, be-all. I don't know. That's just me. Hi, Pixelated. I love you. Lurk away, Honeybean. You're totally fine. Three people in 7 years? Yeah, I don't date that much. And I wait at least a year between relationships. Like, I'm not. But, I don't know. There's judgy people out there. People are weird. They were just the wrong man hands. No. There have been man hands on me. It's true. But every 7 years, your body's basically all new. Like, you shed all the skin and shit. So every 7 years, you've got new skin. So if someone, like, touched you in an icky way over 7 years ago, they didn't anymore. That skin's gone. You clean. Friday is National Cheesecake Day. Also, National Chicken and Waffle Day. Why is there national days for everything? 3's pretty low. Well, I mean, I slept with more people than that, but I had 3 relationships. Was that too much? I'm very pro-sexuality. Oliver, have you watched True Blood? That's actually like a thing in True Blood. It's stupid. Oh, but a bloke gets a new girlfriend every month and that's celebrated? Huh? Absolutely. Dude. Have you read the books? They're even worse. NBs get a whole week? I mean, let's be fair. You guys have been pretty discounted for a long time. I think NBs deserve it by now. But cheesecake? Like, who hated cheesecake? Stop it, Oliver. That's what I just said to you is, have you read it? It's so much worse. How are we the same person? As long as it's consensual, who cares? I agree.
Welcome to the classroom.
I mean, I like cheesecake. I'm down. You don't like cheesecake? Oh, Mike won.
Hail Mother, Father, Satin. You're so silky, bitch. Thank you for that resub. I do love genitals.
I like humans. Humans are so varied and wonderful, and the fact that we as a species like to categorize in such sad, bars, I just hate it. There's cheesecake I don't like, but I've had cheesecake I fucking love. Dude, those books were so bad. So if you guys have seen the show True Blood, or if you've heard of True Blood, it's a vampire show. It's fairly fetishy. The show was pretty entertaining. I liked it. There were some parts that were horrible, like a virgin becoming a vampire, and because she became a vampire when she was a virgin, her painfully large hymen would regrow every time she fucked someone, which perpetuates a theory that hymens are real, which, come on, we're more educated than that. Most of the time they bust from riding a bike, horse, or a tampon, or they just don't exist. I've never met a woman who had painful hymen sex. I don't know where the fuck any of that came from. And then, get this, in the books, when Sookie and Fuckhead fuck the first time, he painfully busts her hymen that hurts because those are real. And he literally, bites his finger off and then finger fucks her with the bloody stub to heal her, but her hymen doesn't grow back. Yeah, I kept reading. Because it's trash. I like trash. But what the and it's not written well. It's written like how I just said it. And then Bill bit his finger off and finger fucked Sookie silly with that bloody stump. Not that bad, but it's pretty bad. I love Pam. Pam is my idol in life. They left the hymen part for Jessica. That's in the show. It's fucking dumb. Yeah, every book just gets more and more bizarre. It is so weird. But of course I read all of them. Oh, it's a whole fucking pile of gross. I mean, the books are just smut. I mean, they're smut written by a woman who I think maybe was fingered once by her cousin when she was 5. I don't know. She has no idea what sex is, this woman who wrote the books, but they're hilarious. Yes. Jessica, yes. Sookie, no. Nope, they didn't put Sookie's part in there, no. I think they replaced it. You remember the part with Sookie where she, gets attacked, I think by the Rattrays or something? Was it the Rattrays attack her? It's episode 2 or something. And he comes over and gives her blood or whatever. I think that's what they replaced it with. Because in the book, finger fucking her with his bloody nub was how he got connected to her with the blood. Pam was everything. My happy face and mad face are the same. The fairy world was fucking dumb in the show. That pissed me off. Better in the books. No, you're never forced to read anything or watch it. I just fucking wanted to read it. I'm one of those people that once I start it, I'll get it. I'll finish it. You know? I kind of have to. I'll think about it my whole life if I don't. It somehow is the same deal as 50 Shades in not knowing its topic material. 50 Shades, did you know that 50 Shades of Grey is actually fan fiction written about Twilight? Abusive fan fiction as a member of the BDSM community, I might add. That's just manipulative abuse. I'm sorry. That's all it is. How does it keep happening? Because people are so fucking sexually repressed that they'd rather read about rapey abuse than go out and have fuck. I don't know. It baffles me. It's gross. No. I've been in many BDSM relationships. I've been in hardcore caller BDSM relationships. None of them were, no. What? Take all his money away and rewatch those movies. If he was just a poor guy in a trailer park, that becomes like fucking Friday the 13th. Like, it becomes not cute anymore. You know? I don't know if Twilight was fan fiction. I know that the author was a Mormon girl that wrote them, but I don't think so. I know 50 Shades was fan fiction of Twilight, which is crazy. I also had a weird dream that I don't even know if it was real or not. Maybe it was a dream. It involved Katie being on some RP show that's coming soon. I don't know. Am I in RP? What? I am in an RP show. It's not a dream. It's starting on August 8th, I believe. Me, budding writer. I wonder if I can write a sex scene. Well, major publications. Actually, you don't have to. Look at this nonsense. Seriously. Like, as Bill bit off his finger and inserted the bloody stub into Sookie's moist downstairs. Like, come on now. If you have the gumption to write a book, like write a whole novel, you can get it published, I think. I'd love to write a book if I could fucking sit down and do it. Suddenly he's telling you to sit down, put the lotion on, get the hose again. Ooh, nice. Not a bad pull on that one. Green chest. I can play the trailer. I need to pee really bad. I had a weird sex dream. Chat was there. What? Like, what did they look like? How many? I need to know the details, Mark. Cannot wait to see URP with PB and Brad. I am nervous. Right of Center asked me yesterday. He was like, "You nervous to RP with PB?" I was like, "Yes." She's a master. Moist Downstairs was my NX cover band. I would describe it, but it would be too wordy. Fuck. Well, maybe next time you stream, if that ever happens, I'll remind you and you can tell us about what chat looked like. I'm very curious what sex with all of chat would be like. I imagine a lot of sweating and heavy breathing. I don't know. The DM is Dan's, Domestic Dan. It's me, PB, Brad, a guy I've never RP'd with that I'm blanking on the name. Let's just watch the trailer. Fuck it. My voice is going anyways. Glut, did you make that alert already? Jesus Christ, you're amazing. A writhing flesh golem, similar. That is what I'm going to call Trump from now on, by the way. The writhing flesh golem. I like it. I don't really like to touch people very much. Orgies of several thousand people. Lots of smoke breaks in my case, right? Like, what would we do with all the cum? We have a lot of, like, ace people in the channel. I don't think they'd want to be there. We'd have to have a separate spot for people that want to orgy in a not sexual way, like a video game room. You know what I mean? A power... Oh my god. Imagine if you had to power wash a room because of cum. Nope. I don't want to. I'm stopping. I'm gonna look up the Table Story trailer, because I have to pee. That's why. Don't. I swear to God, autoplay turns itself back on. Actually, someone yesterday told me it does turn itself back on. Fucker. I know it's on Sundays. It's Sundays, which I'm really excited about. It's Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern, which means I can actually stream. Ace is asexual. Yes, I have been told that ace is an appropriate term to refer to my ace members of the community. Yeah. Oh, the ace people, stop it. They have the remotes to the vibrators, but they have no idea what they're doing. They don't even know they're vibrator remotes. We just give them to them and say that that's the game remote, and like it doesn't work, but they just keep. Oh my god. We could go on. This could be comedy gold. What up, Kodiak? How are you? Just hitting buttons. Katie, I guess the Spider Queen class isn't going to be a thing anymore. Is yours on Sundays? I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know. My August, like I can't even look at my schedule right now because it'll give me anxiety. My August is packed with shit. Not shit, like good shit, but a lot of shit. Wrong screen. I wonder what this is. The music is so good. It's peachy pixely. One more time. Just one more time. It's so good. Who's that bitch? I don't know. I've never played with Trooper before, but he is awesome. You're gonna die. Just in the meetings I've had with him, he's one of the most enthusiastic people I've ever met in my life. He's gonna blow you away, I know it. And I have played... Oops. I've played with Myth many times. Myth will blow your shit off. He's made me cry with his eyes on RP before. Like, he was in, not Cerebrum, Gone. Jesus fuck. Why couldn't I remember the name? Yes. Myth has run in Gone. Broke my heart so many times. He might have been him or Dan were my favorite characters in Gone. They, to this day, I've been working on a painting since Gone of Dan and my character, and I can't finish it because I start crying when I'm painting it. It's emotions. RP is everything. It's everything. You dumb bitches. For real though. Myth is amazing. You'll love him. Mythmatic. He is so subtle in the way that I'm like an expressive psycho all the time. He's the complete opposite, but amazing actor. Like he's so subtle and he can mimic any voice, which is crazy. Oh god, I'm so excited. I want to keep painting it. I just can't stop getting sad about it. Like I have to somehow separate from it. Oh, the bad boob. Oh my god. Is Blades in the Dark the game that Ezekiel played with the creator of it? I don't know. This is my very, very, very first time ever doing anything out of Blades in the Dark. I don't know. Good time zone to you, David. How are you? It looks like a really fun system. Like, I've already designed my character and everything. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Although, after my hair appointment, you'll know something about it. Secrets. Secrets. Okay, I seriously have to pee. I forgot, and I just remembered I have to pee really bad. But when we come back, let's fucking, like, chat and play Spiritfarer, yeah? It's supposed to be really, like, chill, cute controller game. But also, it's, like... I'm not gonna spoil it. You're gonna go to hot yoga? Please be safe. Make sure to consume some fucking electrolytes and water. I love you. Get sweaty. Thank you for coming by to say hello, love. Spiritfarer, I think I did very, very little in it, and then I quit playing because I got really sad. Oh my god, is it Bad Boob? Stop it. We'll play it when I come back. I have it. I love Bad Boob. I don't even think I was there for that episode. Is it almost nap time? If you can curl up on my lap while I'm streaming, Right? Exactly. Oh, I have to read this. I loved Run. How Myth played Run was so tender and conflicted. Seeing his Alzheimer-like condition was heartbreaking. Heart shattering. And the fact that he started out as like the comedic relief because he was a doofus and ended up being arguably one of the most tragic characters in the entire fucking show. I'm good. I tried playing a video game. It kept crashing. Boo. Guess I'm not supposed to have fun on my computer at work. I mean, I have fun on my computer at work. Me too, Kyria. I'm like on the edge of getting cryy. Like I'll start crying. I didn't like when Dan and I and Myth and Zeke joined. We were under the impression that we were going to be like NPCs. Come in once in a while just to help guide the story for the other three players. And I think we ended up being the saddest fucking people in the entire show on accident. Like, we just started being there every episode. PB was like, I can't ask you to not be there anymore. And we didn't do it on purpose, like, in any way. It just was organic, but beautiful at the same time. I have goosebumps and I have to pee. Oh, Glut, that's beautiful. Glut said, I have bad boob and TikTok for 5 hours pinned in my personal Discord. This is why we're friends. I'm gonna go pee in a toy and wash my hands, the top and bottom of them, and under the fingernails, as all of you should do as well. I'll be right back. Pee after set. Forever. But I'm hydrated. And that's the key. Now, did she download the game? She did! Holy shit. A whole new world. A dazzling fuck I never knew. Remember, when I used to sing on stream? Those were fun days. What's today? Oh, shitballs. Man, why does everyone want you to do shit in August? I bet it's because they're doing cons again. I just got another thing in my email I have to add to my schedule really, really fast. Otherwise, I'll forget, and I'm a fucking smooth brainer. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Whoa, Glut. What? Pretzel Rocks isn't playing music. Did that just pop up? The fuck? Dude, for real, Medieval. I agree. Like, not enough people are getting vaccinated for me to trust the world anymore. Or at all. DOD, yep, I think they sent that out last night. They were saying even if you're vaccinated, if you're indoors with strangers, you should be wearing a mask still. Again, I was actually watching Philip DeFranco this morning, and he was pissed because he stopped wearing his he stopped selling the stop being stupid masks that he was selling on his channel because he thought it was, people were going to shape up. I'm glad I kept all my masks. Let's play some Spiritfarer and hang out, yeah? I've been wearing a mask anyways, just because I know it's still prevalent and I didn't want to spread the new variant to children and kill them. I don't know. Maybe that's me. Same. Bad Boob? Oh, do you want to watch Bad Boob? It's going to be stuck in everyone's head forever. Wrong one.